Testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I know what's going on. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
To make a long fucking story short, I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
Thanks for the follow, Sneaky Beak. Much appreciated. Glad you can make it out here. Yeah, what's up, man? How's your day? It's my new Twitch alert. Glad you triggered it. I've been hoping someone could trigger that because I think it's hilarious. Oh, what brings you here today? Like Final Fantasy 14? Also I might have a friend joining my Discord. I'm in my Discord chat right now. I'll just see if some random friend jumps in. So, you know, just keep in mind, I'm not really responsible for what people in the Discord really say all the time. I basically give them a rundown of what not to say, but sometimes they say stuff anyways, and they kind of forget where they are. So, that's where that's at. So, apologize in advance if something gets said that's edgy. Mm. Adjust the sound a bit. Music. There we go. I'm gonna contact my cousin, see if he can make it. Mute my phone. Still see notifications. Oh wait, I gotta turn this light on here. There we go. Starting shortly, just 39 seconds and counting down. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Don Gamer 211 of Twitch, bringing you today Final Fantasy XIV. I'll be doing a few raids, some missions, maybe some side quests, some dungeons. I know I haven't been playing this much. It's not my most viewed content, but it's one of the games I really enjoy playing, so I'll be bringing it today. I am playing this as filler until I am fully ready to bring back the final part of my playthrough on Twitch of Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, part of the 1.5 2.5 collection, the PlayStation 4 version. Right now I want to make sure that I'm grinding up levels where I can pass the officially pass the Hades Cup and finish the storyline in the Olympus Coliseum, and also pass the final boss, which I tested it. I'm able to pass the final boss. I know that seems like cheating a little bit, but I wanted to make sure I'm prepared so that way next stream I don't end up having to quit again and focus on leveling up, or do an entire 3-hour stream just grinding and killing random enemies without finishing the playthrough. So that's where I'm at with that, and I want to go as fast as I possibly can through it. So I got up to level 60, which is good. I tested a little bit on the fight. I had a problem passing versus Leon Cloud on the Hades Cup, and yes, I can get past him. However, I'm probably going to focus on a little more leveling before I feel confident to play through the whole thing. I'm also going to test playing through the whole thing, just like I would do with the final boss, to see if I can actually pass the whole thing and beat everything in it. So, I know, once again, that seems like, you know, cheating, but I've done it before back on the PS1. I'm not PS1, PS2, so it's not like it's my first time playing through this game. So that's what I've been doing, just practicing to make sure everything goes smoothly for the stream. A little different than how most people do it, I know, but that's how I've chosen to do it, so I can minimize the amount of parts I make of my playthrough. So keep it to like a part 11 and to be in the final one, rather than have to go like 10 more parts or 6 more parts before the final conclusion, and I'm ready. So to make it easier to view for you, and also easier for me, so that I can later move on to something else, which my next game would probably be Kingdom Hearts 3, and with the Remind DLC. But I'm gonna look into that and see. I'm gonna review some. I think I have to do data battles, so I'm probably gonna do the review of the a little bit review of the fights, just kind of get a better understanding of them. I'm probably gonna die a lot, which I'll do the best I can to bring the most genuine experience with that as possible. So, without further delay, check out all my panels down below. Follow me on Twitter. Check me out on Instagram. Check me out and subscribe to my YouTube. I upload all my streams there. And if you're wondering where this music is from, this music is brought to you by XP38 on the web. His songs on the website called Bandcamp. He creates this stuff. This is his original created music. So, you know, let's go check him out. I'll give credit to him for this song. So without further delay, let's get straight into this. I am turning on the game screen. Here we go. Here's my character. I got the Hades Spear. I have it as a glamour, though. It's not actually the actual weapon. But I had it made. My friend crafted it for me. I gave him the materials and the money for it. I have the glamored on Behemoth Queen armor, which is like a lower level gear. I have two of my, but the gear that's on is augmented radiant scale gear, right? Amazing. I have two augmented leg pieces that are like 600, and chest pieces at 600. I still gotta upgrade my rings. There's still like most of my stuff is like 580, so it's gotta be upgraded. So there we go. So right now I'm just waiting and hoping my cousin can join me. Imagine he will, if he sees me. Texted my friend Najee, see if my friend there can join me as well. I do not know. We shall see if he can. Hopefully. Though it might be a little early for him, honestly. He might be busy out somewhere. I don't stream at 6 p.m. Eastern time anymore. I start this time at 12 p.m. Eastern time now. That's my new schedule, and I stream 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday. Sundays I take off. If I do see me streaming on Sunday, it's an scheduled stream, a bonus stream to just casually relax and enjoy it again, and not stream it really take seriously, since it's not really on the schedule. I'm usually scheduled to relax that day, and it doesn't start at 12. It starts at whenever I get back home from church. That's right, people. I attend church. I'm a apostolic, Pentecostal, born-again Christian. Although I am a little bit crude. I apologize for that. That's just my personality. I like crude and messed up humor and edgy humor. My Twitch alert is not becoming of it. If I have to, if I feel compelled to, I'll probably change it. The alert sounds like something else that's funny, like a more appropriate meme. For now, that's the one I'm going with, and I'm hoping to keep it. Right now, I'm good with where I'm at. So I'm gonna get straight into this. I'm gonna test segment. Yeah, it's gonna. I just had to test that for a minute. It's called Sense of Wonder. Not very long, these songs, but they're good. I think the longest one is like 6 minutes and 5 minutes and is it 6 or 5? No, it's a 5 minutes 41 seconds. It's called Electric Force. I gotta check out my social media. So I was thinking, would you guys like to see me share some memes on here? Just thinking. I have to set it up though. I want to set it up a certain way. I'm playing this off PlayStation 5. I'm streaming with OBS though, but I'm capturing off the capture card off PlayStation 5. So it might be a little bit harder to do it on here. I would have to switch screens, which I could do, but I want to make sure I'm sharing memes that are appropriate enough to where I won't get banned from Twitch for sharing them. So I'm hoping to get more people in here before I start doing that. So here we go. I'm going to queue up for something. Let's try expert. No, not expert. Let's go into. Let's do a 25-man raid. Agala. Actually, hold on. More than just that. Let's go for more. 25-man raid. The first circle. Second. No. Third circle. The fourth circle. Agate's Legacy. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's go for these ones. These are all, well, ones from older content, but hey, good to do. Yeah, I still have some side quests and other classes I haven't unlocked. I literally focus on the ones I want to play as. So also, I have a Discord server that's open for anyone to join, as long as you're willing to abide by the rules. And to join in the first place, you have to be you have the 18 or older to join the server. I do not want, but that doesn't mean, just because 18 plus doesn't mean I'm okay with pornography or hentai or anything of that nature being posted in the server. I run a tight ship. There's certain things, sexual explicit things I do not want in my servers. Occasionally don't post it, I just delete it, but I appreciate you respect my server not enough not to post that stuff in there. And that's just 2 of the rules. Like, there's a whole list of rules. I got like 12 or 13 different rules. I try to keep as simple as possible, easy to understand, and as long also respect the mods. We have 2 mods, and actually two mods. One mod's also an admin. I'm the head admin. I'm the guy that created the server. It's called Don Gamer 21 Zone. It's 18 plus. If you want to join, you're welcome to it. I'll message you via Whisper or on Twitch with the link if you want to join. You might have to be interviewed, depending unless I have prior interaction with you, like in voice chat. I've seen in voice chat or watching your streams and basically more familiar with you, and I think you'd be safe to have on the server. You won't have to do this, but normally if you're not very well acquainted and you want to join, you can join, but you'll have to be interviewed by either me or one of the one of the mods, so that we could basically verify that you're not like a little kid trying to get into the server. and also verify, that you're not a ban invader trying to get back into the server after being booted from the server for misbehavior and constant rule breaking and starting stuff. We've had someone that basically joined on multiple different accounts at once, and we had to so we disabled all my public links, and we disabled the links they'd sent out for people so that he couldn't rejoin, and we deleted all the suspicious accounts that might have been his alts that had no connections to anyone else in the server and were not actively, some of them weren't actively weren't actively being used to communicate with people. I think that he was just using those to kind of send invites to himself, to allow himself friends or like his alternate accounts back into the server. So that's how he was getting away around and getting back in all the time. You have to reban him. So we had to do that. So we have an interview process now where basically where you have to be interviewed by one of the mods or myself to get full access to the server, and you have at least our rule is basically you have a week worth time to contact one of the mods, DM one of the mods, or myself, and schedule an interview within that time. It's okay. If we don't get back to you right away, but you sent the message out, we won't boot you out immediately. But if you say send the message and you want to schedule something, and we message you back and you never respond, then we will remove you. Or if you don't contact us to begin with and never communicate with us that you want to be interviewed so that you can full access to the server, you will also be removed. So you need to make contact with us, and you need to have a mic so we can verify who you are. And you can't use voice changers. We can tell if you're using a voice changer. So don't do that. We're not gonna publicly display who you are. We're not about that. We just want to verify basically your identity in terms of whether you're a ban evader or not, and that's why we implemented the system. It's just an extra security measure so that we don't run into problems with the same people constantly coming back in and starting trouble in the server. So I know it seems a little odd, but unfortunately that was the only surefire way we could think that would be the best course of action to kind of prevent ban evaders from coming back in, or people that are under the age of 18 from joining. Like, we have to interview you so we can confirm you. And like I said, just read off all the rules which are at the top of the server. Anyone's welcome to join as long as they hadn't been priorly kicked from the server. We do give second chances, but those are case by case basis, and it's not always the case. You're not always getting a second chance. It really depends on what you did. Like, say for instance, if you were sharing CP, worst case scenario, in the server, oh god, I wouldn't even want to see that. If you were sharing that, you'd be booted out immediately. There would be no 3 strikes or 2 strike system for you. You wouldn't be given a couple chances to redeem yourself. You'd be out immediately, and there'd be no chance of you ever getting back in. Ever. I'm serious. The same thing goes if you post Shota hentai or lolly hentai. I don't want that stuff in my server. And I don't even care if you're a friend. I don't want to have a server because that stuff is... Although I've been told contrary to that, that stuff is technically illegal, even if it's not a real youngling, right? It's still, like, I guess, what I've been reading on, like, covered under CP laws, covered under specific laws, and I don't want to open myself up to that kind of scrutiny or drama and basically overall legal issue. So I don't want any of that stuff being brought into my server. So I run a type ship on that stuff. Also, you can't be bullying someone or harassing them of any kind. No racism, homophobia, or any of that stuff is tolerated. We were quite with jokes, but if you're being generally hateful, like if you're actually being hateful and actually attacking people for if they're gay, a different race or ethnicity or whatever, then we will reprimand you. You get like 2 chances to do better. You don't get a third. If you mess up twice, you're out of the server. So that's how I run the ship, basically. You're free to talk about whatever you want, politics even, but be mature about it. If we see a conversation that's getting too heated and you're out there calling people Nazis or, you know, people that basically call names and stuff, then mods and myself will ask you to end the discussion right there. There will be no further talk on the matter if you can't be mature having the discussion. So that's not an official rule, but that's that kind of note. It's kind of like a rule that I like to tell people personally that you gotta. Yeah, hi Najee. Hi Najee. Good morning. No Najee, I'm in the Discord right now. I sent you a text message if you want to join me. So yeah, those are some of the rules. I know I'm kind of lenient by letting people like giving people chances, but I don't feel like banning people outright. I like to give people chances to kind of redeem themselves and kind of do better, right? As a human being, like, you know, I'm not about simply putting on the ban hammer. It really depends on what you're doing. And on the note of jokes, like I'm saying, I'm okay with jokes, but if I feel the joke is, yeah, thanks Nazi, it is a great stream. If I feel the joke is very mean-spirited and it's just not funny, and also if you're posting too many of them, and it seems like it's less about comedy at that point and more like you're just openly mocking someone for their race or gender, whatever, then I might take you aside and say, hey, listen, can you lay off on that humor a little bit? I don't really appreciate it. If you have a problem with, okay, most part I let people post what they want, but I have limits to how much of what they're posting I will let them post, depending on the content matter, and whether the content is generally hateful or it's just satire. Like, I don't mind satire, but I don't like hateful content. Like one time, I think a meme just shared with me that was not. I didn't even see the humor. It was really heavily anti-Semitic with a lot of anti-Semitic words. It wasn't shared in the server, but someone shared it with me. And I openly say, yeah, this is not so much funny so much as it's just anti-Semitic. There was no punchline or humor to it. It was completely just straight up offensive. Like, it would only be funny to someone that was generally. I think that I'm not saying everyone necessarily feel this way. That I don't necessarily say same for everyone, but I feel like majority of the time that kind of humor it would only be generally funny to someone that generally believes and has that viewpoint. So that's what. So if I see something like that, I will remove it and I'll ask them not to post stuff like that. I'm actually thinking of revamping the rules a little bit to make these more clear, so that I kind of cut down on the amount of stuff being shared. But actually, for the most part, we don't have a problem with rampant offensive humor in the server. Well, at least not in the sense of like to where it's completely unacceptable, right? We do like edgy jokes. Everyone equally gets shit. Like, it's not like we don't single people out, right? So we're a pretty relaxed server. So it's like, so yeah, but our guys are pretty nice. They fight to the death to defend you, dude. Our server members do respect each other. Okay, we treat each other well. We don't just sit there and disrespect each other based on our views. Like, people rag on me for being Christian, but you know what? At the end of the day, my friends love me, and I know they love me, and that's, to me, that counts more. That means more to me than just. That means a lot to me. Let's see if I can kill this thing. So there's other rules in there, you know, like, you know. Yeah. Basically, you know, a lot of times I look at intent. I know intent can be hard to gauge, but I don't personally share the opinion that it's impossible to tell intent, right? I think there's ways. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, was it the criminal justice system sometimes can tell intent, right? Or at least get a good understanding of intent to a degree. And I think that degree is important to understand. It's like, you know, I understand that sometimes someone might share a joke they think is funny, but they don't realize it's offensive because they didn't give it much thought. They just saw it and thought the punchline was funny. But then, you know, they later hear, oh, that was actually offensive and I don't like that. I don't ban people just for posting one or two things, right? I kind of ban and remove the post if it becomes a frequent matter, and if it comes down to an issue of that person deadly is a piece of filth that is really trying to just demean others. If you're trying to do that, then we have a problem. I mean, I don't care if people make a meme about me. Go ahead and make a meme about me. I don't care. Just as long as it's not mean-spirited or based on a falsehood. Like, I don't like mean-spirited memes that are based on a falsehood. I've got one time I wanted to share like that, and I kind of just deleted it right away. I didn't find it at least entertaining. It was too mean-spirited. And mean-spirited is putting it lightly. It was downright offensive. I just don't want to. I'm not gonna specifically disclose what it was about, though. At the moment. So Najee, listen, I'm in the Discord chat if you want to join me. Wait, I was in there. Was I still in there? So, all those that are joining me today, thank you for dropping by the stream. Let's see who's in the chat watching. 3 minutes. Didn't say he was in there, but I'm sure we got some people in there that are not showing up on the list. Captain, are you in the Captain Rainbow? Are you in the chat? Stocy, are you in the chat? Dogpatch? Any of you guys are there, say hi. I'm glad to have you for here. I hope you like the music. This music is brought to you by XP38. He is someone that's in another server I'm part of. I talk to him sometimes. We don't know him too well, but he makes some badass music, and I love this music that he put up there. Okay, I have to loop this song after this. This music that he created, not in the game. I'm playing it off through the OBS. Let's see, we gotta go here. Circle. Queue up. Oh, I gotta repair my gear. Let's see what I still gotta get more tombstones of astronomy. I'll get tombstones of astronomy. I need to get more of those. Our gear, and we're set. Now we can go. Naji, you think you can make it into the Discord so we could talk if you want? I mean, we haven't talked in a while on Discord. I know you've been wanting to. I'm queued up. Let's go out into the shroud. I know we'll go to a old Charlian. Let's go for 1,000 gil. Jeez. They really need to up the prices. Hopefully it doesn't get to a mill in like the next few expansions. I don't know why they were doing it. They gave a reason, but it doesn't make, to me, it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense in terms of, I guess for the lore, they're trying to say make it look more expensive. Oh, here we go. Agale hits a new raid, 24-man raid, part of the 6.1 patch. We need this too. Now, this one confuses me, especially the first boss. I gotta watch my footing a lot. Basically, gotta watch where everyone else is going. For the Baldestia Annex, that way I can repair my gear when I get out of instance. And then walking all the way over there. Game music is muted good. Like getting that mashing together music. That's 3 people watching. I'm down to 2. Oh well. Should fluctuate back and forth. It usually does. I'm sorry if this is boring. I said it's boring. I'm trying to be boring to change. So I'm just talking as possibly can today. So any other stream people that actively stream here in this chat right now? How long have you been streaming for? And what are your goals for your stream? Do you want to become affiliate? Want to get the partnered, or are you just a casual stream that really just does it once in a while? Do you have a set schedule? What kind of games do you stream? Do you do in real live streams? Tell me about yourself. Just want to know a little bit about you. The adventure plate. XIV. I'm in adventure plates.
So, you are resolved to face me.
Nice. Because they're on frequently. We got one sage that's not here. Hey Najee, how's it going? Huh? Speak up a little bit.
Hello?
Sort of. It says you're saying very little though. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah? Hold on, you might have to get a better mic. That one sounds like it's hard to hear you a little bit. Or maybe turn up your sensitivity. I hear you, but you're a little hard to hear. I have to really listen. Okay. Okay here. I see the three always stand there. Let's stand here. Yep, I'm staying in the right place. Oh, I got hit. No, I didn't get hit. Got out in time. Burn him down fast. He's half health. Yeah, 42% dropping. Got hit by that attack. Whoops. Almost used the limit break. I've been bad. Alright. I watch my footing here. Be real careful this fight. I mean, this is the most confusing one, the first fight. Generally with Final Fantasy, the first fight's usually the hardest. At least for 14. $9,000. Gotta stand here. It's where I want to stand. Yep. Safe. I think this is where I want to stand. This is a good song. I like it. Ooh, got hit by that. Gotta get my health back up quickly. Got a debuff on. He's almost dead. He's at 1%. Hope no one messes this up. There we go. He is defeated. On to the next fight. So, this area is awesome. It's really beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. There's a castle there. Look at this. Statue of Ralger right there. That's where we're gonna fight next. After we fight Ralger's minion. Hold up. Sometimes my phone will just do that, and I don't want it to make a sound. It starts talking if you leave it alone. There we go. Song is the bomb. That one. Oh, go run. Gotta run. Gotta run. I messed up my rotation a little bit. $21,622. Awesome damage. I like my rotation, but I probably should finally look into that rotation that my friend Steven gave me. That's supposed to be better than this one. That better pushes up better numbers. But honestly, I don't see what's wrong with this rotation. It shouldn't be doing low numbers. I mean, the skills I'm using work in conjunction with each other, so I don't understand why they. There's no reason. There's nothing in the description that shows that it wouldn't. So I don't understand why they wouldn't be that good to use this rotation. If they use a new rotation, I have to take all my skills off the macros and even my buffs and just use just to use the new rotation and accommodate it. Apparently uses a potion too, like a damage buff potion, but you don't have to use that. Let's come up the stairs. Every stream just comes up here and I bet he's gonna come in my room. Maybe that's just going too much this year. Shoot, 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 shoot! Okay, I got out of that time. Got 3 viewers, that is awesome. Steady view count. I'm happy about that. A couple times I had 6 people watching. I was playing a different game than I was playing like Halo Infinite multiplayer. There's some dog patches in here. One time I had 10 people years ago. A couple years back. I think I got raided is what happened. Which was cool. I had a lot of people coming in from, I think, from Rev's channel. Someone I know. Here we go, to fight Ralger. Top of the statue. Ready to check commence. If there's any gear in here, I'm agreed on it since I got better stuff already. But I want the style. It looks bold, it's awesome. I'm gonna set it to glamour. Buff him a little bit, not too much, but it helps. Okay, he's to hit the right side. So everyone's gonna get over here. He's gonna come out of the blue portal, his fist. But there it is. At a certain point, you see a meteor dropping, the fist is gonna punch it, so you wanna hide. You wanna run into the drop zone of the meteor, or the AoE, so that way if it drops, the fist blocks it, he keeps you from impacting, because if you don't stand away from it, you get hit by a bunch of smaller meteors that will do massive damage to you. Like that one, we gotta run away from them. But it will do, the smaller ones will bunch them, drop one spot, and it will do massive damage to the party. So you don't want to stand there. You'll see it coming up. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stand right here. This is a good place to stand for this one. You'll see where the arrows go. If they go off the finger, you don't want to be standing there. You want one that goes straight back on the edge of the finger. Like the ones I was standing on, the green arrows are for that heck. You do not want to get knocked off the edge here. Someone can revive you, but it just makes it harder for people to kind of the healers to keep up with that. Because all the time they just spent reviving you from dying on AoE, you could have easily avoided. They could be healing the tank or something. So you make it a lot less work for them if you're able to study the mechanics and follow and just don't absorb just take every strap damage. You do the mechanics the way it's supposed to, so it puts less strain on the rest of the party, especially the healers and the tanks, who have to maintain and guard everyone. Healers maintain the health, and the tanks working with their HP and defense to kind of aggro enemy attention. So if they have to take that away from that, it takes away from the whole group and it makes it harder to pass the mission. And it's just, if you know better, then it's really gonna, okay, here, okay, I gotta go here. I almost messed up. Fish is gonna come out of that. It's gonna punch one of those portals, come out there, and it's gonna destroy the meteor that's about to drop on us. Watch. Yeah, Ralger's fist. See? Yeah, they don't want to hit those smaller ones. This one will do massive damage. That one guy got hit over there. I've seen people get hit by it. It does huge damage. If it doesn't just weaken you to nothing, it will kill you. Okay, he's at 46 health. 45, 44 dropping. Okay, let's see what we do here. Where is he gonna punch into? You gonna punch here? Wait. Yeah, he's gonna punch here. There we go. Yeah, she don't want to get hit by the small ones. They do big damage. I wish Asmongold would get back into playing this, but I think he quit, or he says sometimes a lot of times I know he says he quits, but then he'll come back. He'll like not really quit. He says that, but I think he either does it because he's saying that in the moment, and then he changes his mind, or he just Asmongold just says that just to kind of get more traction and more people worked up, so that way they pay attention to him more, and he kind of gets better. Gets even better views and more people paying attention to his content, which promotes him even more. So it might be that. It could be the other. I mean, I'm not sure if he's ever come back to Final Fantasy. He might. Who knows? But I think right now he's just saying that he's not going to come back. We've actually seen the video. First I thought he was being sarcastic. Like in one video he said, basically, "Yeah, you got absolutely. I'm not coming back." Bravo for figuring it out, buddy. F you. He's basically like that, right? But then he said something that sounded like he was being serious, so I thought he was being sarcastic to the guy's comment on Reddit about not coming back. Oh, what is this? Oh no, I want to be knocked off. Nope, I'm not. You don't want to get knocked into the blue orbs. The orbs. I made it. Wasn't paying attention. Sorry about that, guys. That was embarrassing. Yeah. So this is part of this content is part of new 6.1 content. There's more coming out. I wanted the Hildebrand quest again. I want to see my buddy Hildy and I think her name is Naru, the Cody girl, his friend. I want to see Vivi again. I want him to come and make a reappearance. He was like that dynamic in that episode was hilarious. It was hilarious. Like Vivi was calling like Hildy's mother grandma, and she got all pissed and like beat the. Basically, well, no, maybe it wasn't him. He kind of did, but then Hildy called her grandma. She like beat the other crap out of him. She whooped his butt. Calling him being called grandma. She hated that. But she is not old. I think what is the Manderville? I can't remember his first name. Manderville, the Manderville guy, the gold saucer. That's Hildebrand's father. I like the detective ones. They were funny. I think my favorite one though. My favorite one. Probably ones before Stormblood. The Eshgard one was funny, but it's funny in different ways. The ones before that, when you see Hildebrand in a wedding dress, oh damn, that was hilarious. That was awesome. I love that. That was funny. Like he's trying to disguise as his bride so they can help the bride kind of get to safety and hide her somewhere. It's like. Does he really think they're not going to notice that that is not the bride, that is someone else completely different? Well, that's how they wrote it. So, of course, you know, I'm getting too invested into this game. I think getting a little bit too personal for me, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Hilda quest. Anyone else ever played Final Fantasy 14? Did you enjoy the Hildebrand quests? They haven't added one since the end of Stormblood. That's when we last saw Hildebrand, but they're supposed to add it in a couple more patches coming out. Part of Endwalker content, which I want to see it. I want to see more. I want to do more of those. We're long awaited. We missed the entire expansion without seeing Hildebrand, my man, the detective extraordinaire. I miss him. I really do. We're running over here. Guess we're gonna take the line at Agalia first, and then the lioness. That's why people target like that. I would have to look up a tutorial, but I pretty much know what everyone else is doing. And the lion is down. Lion of Judah, peace be walls and peace be. Lion of Judah, praise the word of King. Glory, power, almighty. I don't remember the whole song. We've sung that in my church before though. I like that song. I want to move this closer to me, I think. Just in case you guys can't hear me too well. I mean, I was singing a song. I was singing a gospel song, actually. It's called, I think it's called The Lion. I'm pretty sure it's called The Lion of Judah. Really good song. I haven't heard it in a while, though. Okay, here we go. That's on that gear. That's that. Ready to check. Is everyone ready checked? Or is someone not? Already checked. Yeah, we went, there's the Asma. There, Asma. And I'm watching everyone go. I gotta watch my footing. It's long. First attacks don't hit as hard, but it's increasing more damage as time goes on. Oop, don't want to stand in the tank buster. Those red markers are tank busters. You do not want to get hit by that. That's only for the tanks to handle. Kill you if anyone else gets hit by it. I've been hit by it before. I think I like how the mission looks, but my least favorite is the End Singer. Other than only the standard one. But the End Singer, dear God, those exploding planets, I swear they get me every time. I can never stay alive in that one, ever. I've done it like multiple times and I still can't get used to it. You gotta watch everything around you. We're running over here. That's gonna get blasted in the middle. Oops. Stand here. Hey, that's how it works. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They'll stand up blast me. That's what I thought. I didn't pay attention to much before, but I boosted twice. In rotation once twice, so I wasted a life surge. Didn't only need to use it once, but I boosted twice because I have life surge on a macro with well, a thrust skill. I think it's called Final Thrust. Oh, shoot. I messed that up. I am falling. I am falling off the skill meter, the skill right now. I've got to do better. Oops. And over here. Our guys here, where our guys are going to be over here. Yeah, I don't want to stand there. Yeah, that's what happens. That's why everyone ran over here. I had a feeling that was coming. I just wasn't paying attention. I knew it was coming eventually, though. I just wasn't paying attention when it was coming up. So if I hadn't run, I've been toast. Literally toast. Toasted Makode. Oh, I hit. Messed that up. Successfully messed that up. Easy mechanical void if you do it right. I messed it up. Oh well. They gotta rise. Part of my job as a Dragoon is basically tanking the floor at all times. That caused a big blast. This is the second to last boss. Last boss is a little tricky, but it's pretty. You know, I'll just follow where everyone goes. The part where the impact hits the ground, the dodging the mirrors are tricky, and then make sure you balance the what's it called, the scales evenly, because if you don't, the whole party will wipe. Got hit. Or not. This way. Follow the team. Follow the team. Best way to do it. And where they're going. I wish. I want to see him. I want to see him stream Endwalker. Yeah. I like what Asmongold Gold said about Alpha and all being a redditor. That's funny. I don't really use Reddit too much. I use the post my videos and that's it, but I don't really spend time reading the stuff on there. So I didn't understand how he was like Reddit, so I asked my cousin who spends more time on there and writing stuff. And he's like, oh my god, he started laughing. He said that he's totally a Redditor, because like I guess on Reddit a lot of people make these long speeches, like, and they bring very into what they're saying, and like it's like basically after like how the way he speaks, he does speeches a lot. So like it's kind of like he's a Redditor. So I understood the context then, and I really thought it was funny when he's doing that joke now. I mean, I probably would. Oh hey Najee, welcome back.
What? Oh yeah, that's good. So what's up with you?
Oh, I'm just streaming 14.
How's it sweet?
Oh, I have 3 people watching.
How's it sleeping?
Oh, I didn't sleep at all. I ended up spending all night just doing stuff. Wasn't playing games all night. I just ended up reading stuff about Kingdom Hearts. I'm trying to get caught up on all the lore, just so they get ready for 4 when it finally releases. Just so I'm caught up and understand the story a lot better, because I still want to understand the story a lot better. Like, but I hear a lot of people tell me, my friends tell me though, even if you understand the lore and it's explained to you in a proper order, it's still very hard to understand what's going on, and it's like a complete mess. And it's been like that since the beginning. They keep adding new stuff and new facts spitting out, but it feels like they're just writing whatever they're told to write in there without it actually even making much sense. Or if it does make sense, it's so convoluted that you could barely make sense of it. I feel like they really need to get a better script to work with, to make they gotta add content to make it connect with each other better, to where what they have does, if they can salvage from it, make what does happen so far come together and make perfect sense, and then from there build a better story that makes sense and is easier to follow. You know what I mean? Najee?
Yeah, that'd be cool. What you say?
Well, I said that I see they gotta make Kingdom Hearts easier to understand and follow. The first game was easier to follow, but the games after that were really complicated and convoluted. The combat was great, especially in Kingdom Hearts 3 and 2, right? But after the fact, it became too convoluted and complicated to understand. What they need to do is find a way to get the story arc that they wrote in there already as a part of the last arc and make it connect in a way to it makes sense, and then improve the story from there to make the rest of the game simpler and easier to understand, to where it actually makes a sense of what's going on and you can follow it a lot easier, right? They need to do that. They need to do that before it gets to a point where people just get fed up and the only people who are sticking around are the classic fans, and the game doesn't really end up appealing to a wider demographic of audience, right? So like it's like when they gotta make the game more appealing to the more casual kind of people that kind of are looking from the outside in, saying, "Oh, Kingdom Hearts," but then they see this horrible story and they're like, "You know what? I don't think this game is for me. Sorry, but not sorry," and they don't want to do it. You know?
Yeah.
It needs to be. It needs to be a more appealing and easy to follow for anyone than it is as it stands.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna tell you, there's a costume contest.
What?
There's a costume contest.
Oh, at the convention?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
No, if it's an anime convention, it's likely going to be a costume contest. I don't have a costume that fits me. I have an Akatsuki outfit from Naruto Shippuden, but it doesn't fit me.
Oh, okay.
Even when I bought it, it didn't fit me. It was like a size too small, but it was the only size I had. And I bought it at non-con at the Vassar Claws that convention.
I think I wear a wig. I wear a wig and my glasses. And, I'm not that's my nose wrong, but I think I wear my wig, a hoodie.
Shoot, I messed this up.
Anything.
I messed this up. Messed this up. No, sorry, I messed up the game. Almost got my team killed. Happened.
I'm saying black pants, a black Spider-Verse or graphic t-shirt, my hoodie.
Well, Spider-Verse is more Comic-Con. I was talking about an anime costume.
Oh yeah, I got a costume.
I know you had that. I know you 1 year you went with that Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this here actually.
If that's a costume you like wearing, then go ahead. I mean, on with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my t-shirt, my you know, the Pikachu. I wear that. That's a good thing of that. Actually, I
Yeah.
think I switch, right? You know,
Yeah.
But any Don, Phil, oh my god, I forgot.
Huh?
Yeah. So with yeah, I'll discuss with you. I did text you earlier about this, like, you know.
You know, being about your mom paying for my ticket.
Yeah, she's gonna do that. But
Yeah, I know.
also,
I know. I saw the text. I think I saw what you and your mother's gonna be able to give me a ride too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw. When I went over the Broom stream, I saw your message there.
And,
I wasn't in the
also,
chat when you left it though. So, but I went there towards the end and I saw it there.
and,
So
also, the other thing about my one boy,
what?
one boy to con.
What are you bringing to the con?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to withdraw $100 from my account, put it in my room, and keep that saved aside for the con so I can buy stuff.
No, I'm blaming myself. I blame my way.
Well, see, here's the thing. I gotta buy something because when I go to a convention, I always like to buy something I can't normally get other places for as easily, right? Maybe I find it there exclusively, and I like buying merchandise there. It's part of my enjoying the con. That's how I've always been with them. So now, if I didn't want to buy anything, if I couldn't buy anything, if I at least had a costume I could use, then I would be fine with just doing that and just looking at things. But since
Okay.
I don't have a costume I can actually use, I need to do something with myself on there, so I might as well buy something. So I'm gonna try to save up money and see if I have enough money, and I don't have to dive into it too much.
Do you want to help you out with that? Picture for the.
Well, you even told me in text message that you may not necessarily be able to help me with that because you're saving money yourself.
My mom might say no about that because might say don't do that. Like
Yeah, but oh shoot, I'm gonna get burned. I got burned on me. I'm gonna die.
What happened?
Please, guys, give me a debuff. Come on, use a Suna on me. Use a Suna. Oh, we wiped. Well,
Wait, sir?
no, I hit the edge of the arena and got a burn status. That's not good.
It's about the con.
I'm talking about something in the game. But yeah, I'll try to save some money. So don't worry if you have to spend. If you don't want to spend, if you can't spend on me, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just still be careful with my mom. Like, makes me.
Yeah, well, I that's why I don't want to leave it on you guys. It's not fair that you would have to pay for me because I don't have money. Like,
Yeah, but you always help me, and my family.
what? By the way, what day are we going to the convention?
May 21st.
Yeah, what day is it? Is that the Friday?
Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, as long as it's not too late in the evening. It has to be in the what time?
You can tie up with the con starting.
What?
The con starts early, like 10 a.m. on Saturday.
Okay, and what time are we going there?
It's better for you. I can just put the calendar.
Well, see, here's the thing. At 5 o'clock, I have to be out at the church, right?
Yeah.
I have to be at the church, so I can't be. Oh my God, they're gonna get no, they're not gonna get killed. I have to be at the church, so I can't. basically I can't be like, you know, not there. I have responsibilities I gotta uphold to. So I'll have to. I won't be able to stay until like 5 o'clock. I'll have to leave before 5 o'clock to be back home by then.
Okay. And what about divide situation?
Well, no, well, hold on. Robert doesn't even know what's happening. Like, you didn't invite him, so I can't say this coming. You invited him?
I want to invite him for you guys. Like, I'm like one car.
Yeah, but he can't pay for his own ticket, and I can't pay for his either. And that's just one more ticket your mother would end up buying, and that's not right. You can run it by him, but.
No, it's okay, you. Okay. I'm sorry, man. I'm not tell you this today.
I mean, he's wanted to go to a convention before. He said, but I'm not sure if that's the kind of convention he wants to go. I don't think that's the kind of convention he had in mind.
It's New York Comic Con. So there you go.
No, it's a different kind of convention. I'm not gonna say it on stream.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah. So.
Ballpark,
you do a video at their con? You want to do with me, or you want to do a video at that con? Wait, I'm doing a video at that Comic Con when that day.
You gonna watch videos there?
No, I'm gonna make a video at that con.
Okay. You know, I've thought of doing it in real live streams, but decided not to do it.
You should try, man. Try doing it.
No, I want to. It's just that there's certain laws where you gotta kind of certain laws called, like in New York has it, where it's called a first first party privacy law, to where basically you gotta get someone's. You gotta get, if you're doing a live stream like that in the public and there's people around, you need to have their consent in order to stream, in order to let them for them to show up on camera. So say you're not facing the camera at you're facing it at yourself and you're talking, but there's someone standing behind you and they see that you're recording. They say, "Hey, excuse me, I don't have your consent to record me," right? I could be sued if I don't get everyone's consent, right? And that's the problem with it, right? I'm not sure everyone understands. I was looking this up. Now maybe for that particular situation I wouldn't get in trouble, but I also don't want people to get hostile and try to accuse me of like, maybe they'll try to say, "Oh, you're using your camera to look at girls and record women." Like one guy had a drone at the beach, and this woman approached him, trying to hitting him and saying that he was recording the women in their swimsuits. When he wasn't doing that, he was just taking pictures of the ocean. But it caused the whole issue. That's the problem. When you have a camera, people lose their minds. It could go bad for me. So I decided, you know what? Rather than deal with the hassle, I'll just stay with video games for now. And I'll maybe in the future, if I want to branch out a little, I'll be doing like just talking streams, just talking ones, right?
Yeah. Today, last year,
I'm not afraid. I just don't want to deal with the hassle. People getting all testy with me, accusing me of this and that. Oh, by the way, Nazi, if you ever do a live stream, like if you do it in a real live stream, you're walking around recording yourself with a phone on a what's it called, like a selfie on a selfie stick. Word advice: when you have yourself streaming, don't have text to speech on, okay? Like, there's a lot of people that get in trouble. It's annoying, and a lot of people have gotten in trouble with it. And also, if you have Twitch alerts, be careful which ones you have set. Like, there's people have gotten in trouble for having a Twitch alert that sounds like a bomb's going off, right? Like this person got in trouble when he said a bomb has been armed. You see your countdown, and people are like running out of the room. I'm saying just don't put any Twitch alerts that can get the wrong kind of attention. You know?
YouTube.
What?
YouTube.
Yeah, dude. Like when I'm streaming on Twitch, if I was doing a real live stream and I had like an awkward stream Twitch playing that wasn't appropriate, I would get in trouble. Now, because I'm not doing it in public, I'm doing it from my room, and people are tuning in and watching, that's a whole different issue. Like I can probably have whatever I want as long as it doesn't violate TOS, right? But terms of service, that's what it means.
Yeah.
You know, as long as it's not like racist or homophobic or downright just offensive or really sexual, then it's fine. You know.
Yeah. Like also there's just something I meant to tell you.
What?
Katie Smith probably coming, maybe not. So
Who?
my girlfriend probably still coming.
Your girlfriend's coming?
Maybe. It's maybe. I don't know.
Is there a problem why she doesn't want to come or something?
I don't know. The schedule is really, you know, going on and stuff. And he's told me she's gonna come, but I don't know when. Like that, cause probably not. You know, guy, probably just cancel because something else going on with him. But he's probably still coming. Maybe I don't know. That's something you feel, okay?
Like if she's planning it to be just like a date between you and her, and that's why she doesn't want me around, then
No,
you know.
it's okay.
No, well, here's the thing. If it's like a date, if you're like out just to spend time with each other, it's like a date. Then don't invite anyone else along other than you yourself and whoever's giving you a ride, right? Just keep it yourself. You don't have to invite me along. You know?
Yeah, we should have our own line.
What?
She should have her own line.
Okay.
It's me, you, and Katie. That's it. Nobody else. There's the three of us.
Okay. I
I'll tell
understand.
you that. It's okay. I'm sorry, man. I know off topic, but you know, how's the game? Definitely.
My game's going well.
It's good. We should do a long news, man. How many viewers you got so far?
Hold on. I got 3 viewers still. It's good, consistent 3.
The 3?
No, just consistent 3 viewers are watching right now.
Cool.
I get about 3 on average. I'm actually surprised I got 3 for this Final Fantasy game. Because usually Final Fantasy doesn't get any viewers. It's not like a really popular game, but I'm glad that they turned up, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that's good.
Mother crystal.
Good, man. You know. I can't wait.
Actually, hold on. I do this. Oh. The anti-scope. Let's go to the anti-scope. We go up for that. See if we get that in. I invited my cousin to join chat, but he didn't respond. I know he logged on. I just saw him log on Discord briefly. On not into the server. He didn't log into the server, but his Discord account went active, and I saw that he was online. But then he went offline. He was on his phone.
No. No. Yeah, how's your cousin doing?
My cousin? Oh, I think he's doing well. I don't remember when I last talked to him. I think it was recently though.
Oh, that's good. What's your sister doing?
My sister's doing. My sister's doing good. My sister's been feeling a little under the weather, but it's for reasons. It's nothing bad. Is why she's feeling this way, but it's not something I can disclose at the time.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's private. She told me not to tell no one that she basically said if I tell anyone, she kicked my ass because she wants to remain private right now.
Yeah.
It's not a health problem. It's not deadly. She's not sick. She's just feeling sick right now. And there's a reason for it. It's actually not a bad thing. It's just something her body's doing right now.
Well, just make sure. She'll be smooth.
She'll be okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
She just doesn't have a lot of energy right now.
Tell us hi. I'm feeling her say hi, okay?
I gotta go out and see Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
What's wrong with this, man?
Huh?
The movie is good.
It's good?
It's good. I think it's like first coming to DVD.
You saw the second one?
Yeah, I did.
I haven't seen it yet. I gotta see. It's still in theaters?
No, I don't know anymore because it's like DVD Blu-ray next month.
Oh.
This month, so I don't know.
I'll look right now. Is Sonic
It's like really good to be out.
Still, let's see if it's still in theaters. I'll look up right now. Sonic Hedgehog 2. Let's see. Regal Galleria Mall. So where does it start? Today at May 6th today. See what time. So it's showing at 2:50. Showing at 6 o'clock and at 9:20. I want to go see it. What's today? The Thursday, Friday?
Yeah, 26.
I want to go see it. I don't want to go to youth tonight, but they're gonna make me. I hate youth because youth is a waste of time half the time. Like we don't have fun games to play there. It's all like rip off games of already existing games that are like probably bought from the dollar store. So like they're really bad, really kind of not necessarily good quality, and they're very boring. And it's supposed to be youth. It's supposed to be the young people in the church showing up, but 90% is made up of people that are elderly showing up, and there's no youth other than me, who's technically youth, but not the kind of youth that it's intended for. I want more youth my age coming to that church and attending it with me during youth meetings. But whatever this is, it just doesn't work for me.
You try telling someone?
I've talked to my mom about it. I talked to my sisters. Well, not my sister about it. She'll just get angry if I talk about it. But my mom talked about it. I've complained about it. I said I don't like it. It's boring. It's not fun. And I'm not. If I want to use, basically a lot of times the youth it's just serve. If it's not I think we're playing board game, then we're just doing a Christian themed board game that's not even fun. And if we're not doing that, we're doing a service, which is no different from Wednesday night service or Sunday service. There's literally no difference. Like, so whatever we're learning there doesn't pertain specifically to youth. It could be taught on any other day. So it feels absolutely pointless. That's what I don't like about it. I feel like I'm not getting anything that pertains to me specifically. And a lot of times it feels like I don't understand how the message is being explained to me or how they're connecting these two things to mean this thing. I like going to church. I love God. I don't like the youth meetings. They weren't doing it for a while, but apparently they're doing it again tonight because they took a break from it. Honestly, I wish they weren't. So that way I could go see Sonic the Hedgehog tonight.
Hopefully it'll get better. I don't know it's gonna get better, but you know,
yeah. Well, it's gonna be what it is.
Just enjoy the time you have with church, man. I've been down the rails, so go to church and not going.
Hold on, I'm gonna message Emmanuel. I'm asking a question what we're doing for youth tonight. Just see what we're doing. I messaged him quickly. I want to see something fun though.
Just tell him that. But not actually. I don't get in trouble today.
Dude, ever since COVID hit, even after lockdowns were over, a lot of the people that kids or like teenagers or people my age that were youth that would sometimes come to these things stopped coming altogether. They don't even show up for others regular servers anymore. They just do not come. Like, I get it, you want to play it safe, but at some point you need to prioritize your relationship with God and go to church. And it is irritating that they don't come and they don't show up at youth. And I feel like youth is supposed to be for the youth. So where is the youth? Why is it only people that are like have gray hair and like are in their 40s or older showing up? That's not youth. Like, it defeats the what's the point of naming it? They might as well just cancel the youth until we get more youth coming. Because if the message in that day is intended for the youth, then the youth should be receiving it, not because everyone else there it's not for them, so it wouldn't help them anyway. So why are they even showing up?
Yeah. doing story, man.
I know church, it's not always supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be informative. You go to church to learn. But I feel like with youth, you know, in the past, used to be more social. It was always a little boring, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. And this has been deteriorating this way since before the pandemic. But it seems like after a while, less and less people will start showing up. Like Cameron, he has a job and he has health problems, so he can't show up. I understand that, but I do miss him and wish he could. I like talking to him. He liked playing video games too. He played on Xbox, but you know, we could talk about stuff like that. But the thing is, like, there's no one there I can relate to, so that makes it even more difficult to deal with. So I feel like I'm not really getting to what's called fellowship with anyone new that I can relate to and develop a friendship with. I have no one I can relate to there. Miguel can relate to a little bit, but like he's a lot older than me, so like it's kind of like it's a little hard to relate to him, I guess. And lately, it felt like he's been. I'm getting the feeling like he seems a little tired and worn out, maybe a little bit depressed. He's going through some stuff, so I wanted to approach him and talk to him more, but I don't know how to approach him, right? And I don't want to bother him whatever he's going through. So that's kind of like I don't want to say something that could, like, you know, irritate him or something. I get this feeling that he's like, I think he's just exhausted is what it is. And I just want to let him rest and just, you know, come in and out and deal with in his own way, which way is to deal with it, to kind of just get the least stress out of the situation as possible. You know what I mean, Najee?
That's fine, man. That's fine.
I'm sure you've had friends like that where you see them going through something, you feel that they seem like worn out, tired, maybe seem a little bit irritated, and you just want to kind of let them relax. You don't want to bother them. You just want to make sure they kind of figure out whatever they can figure out as long as it takes until and you talk to them when they seem social, right? But you don't want to bother them. Basically, you want to let them allow them to rest. You know, you want them to rest. That's the important thing to kind of watch for. You can watch that for that in people, because like you know, just so you don't kind of like I do it so I don't get on people's nerves and I don't like overwhelm them. I don't want to make them more exhausted. That's why sometimes like I don't really talk to some people, because okay, other reasons maybe I feel like they're short. They could be Miguel's not short tempered. He's never shown that. But some people I might avoid talking to unless they're like in a good mood. Otherwise, they're kind of like they're a little bit easily triggered. You know what I mean? You know, you don't want to catch someone on their bad day. You know what I mean, Najee?
Yeah, no fun, man.
Dude, there's this video I saw of this guy. They were calling this pizza place, and he says, "Do you guys deliver?" And he says, "Yes, we deliver." Okay, I would like pineapple. I would like a large pizza with pineapple and liver on it. He said, "What? Pineapple and liver? We don't put liver on this pizza." But you said you deliver. He says, I said we deliver. We don't do liver. He's like, "F you," and "F you, you stupid." He says a C word and he hangs up. Like that's the guy pizzeria guy said. Dude, when the guy answered the phone, like he was obviously having a bad day, because he answered the phone. You heard him saying the F bomb, right? Like, and he sounded exhausted. Like I thought the joke was funny, but at the same time I felt really bad for the guy. I'm thinking like I hope they give this guy or pay this guy for overtime, because he sounds like he is had it. Like he's like tired, and like and this dude calls like messing with him like that. It's just the last thing you want to see. You know what I mean? It was funny, but it wasn't funny to that guy, and I felt bad for him. He sounded exhausted. It sounded like he was just tired and worn out, like just all around frustrated. Like he was having a bad day. Someone pointed out in the comment section that they said that this guy is actually from a radio show where he prank calls people. So he might have known the guy was having a bad day and wanted kind of just messing with him a little, probably hoping to cheer him up, you know. But I just felt so bad for the dude. Like, oh my god, I hate that, you know.
Prank calls are terrible and bad.
No, not all of them are bad. Some of them are really funny. It's just that one wasn't that funny. Not all of them are funny.
You know what's weird?
Yeah?
You know the reason why I don't play these games anymore?
What games?
The Gamers channel or the channel, their friends and stuff, what you like from? No, I don't follow them.
I watch them from time to time. What's wrong with
No,
them?
you know why I'll follow them?
Why?
Because it's just people, people understand this from a point of view. It's not listen. It's not I don't watch anymore because they keep saying, "Oh, get woke, go broke," or just
No, what?
it's
Get
why
woke,
I
get
do
woke,
politics. I'm doing that stuff, man.
get woke, go broke means if you're woke, chances are you're gonna go broke because it's like you're so broke. It's like you're so woke and that you don't even want to work for your money. You just want to collect money. You know, like people like were woke. People are woke. People are woke with the words they're woke. Talking about the kind of people that spend all their lives on Twitter, being an activist for things that they don't even care about. And they're just doing this for the sake of self-image, and they end up ruining all their opportunities because no one wants to hire them because they're such pieces of work. I think that's why they use the term. If you're woke, you're going broke. You know. I'm pretty sure that's how they explain. That's kind of what they mean by that. Like it's not saying you should go woke and go broke. It's saying like basically if you're woke, chances are you're broke. Because if you can't deal with people online, chances are you're not able to deal with them in the workplace either, and then you can't hold a job. Like that's just the truth about it.
Yeah.
They're not. Now, what I do,
because I didn't politics. But just why you make that up? I know it's a weird thing.
Okay. Yes, they do get pretty political. What they are.
Like
No, here's why. What they're doing is they're calling out the bullshit that they push in movies and video games that we don't really want in there. The kind of stuff that we're trying to get away from by playing video games. Like video games and movies are an escape. You don't want to see that stuff forced in that kind of politics forced into your the things you like and that for entertainment. Because at that point it stops being entertainment. And it just seems like you're looking at life, which you're trying to avoid because that's why you're going to see a movie and enjoy yourself. You don't want to get people get preaching to you. No one likes to get preached to. What?
A lot of people keep going to the same thing right now, politics and stuff.
They're not. Okay, they get really political. They're only short followings. It's with Jeremy. Maybe not with all of them, but what Jeremy I have a problem with is that he'll sometimes say bad things about his episode shows. Oh, it's terrible. I've never watched it, but I know it's terrible. Like that's something he's got to work on himself because, like, you can't say something's terrible until you've actually watched it, right? But I think.
Listen, he blamed. Here's the thing. When I was watching this video, he said Overrun and all that stuff was born because of Disney and Disney is the brand because people like Disney and people if I don't like Disney, you like Disney because you hate or something. Like, just need to stop. Other stuff because you're a lot of people like Disney can understand what yes they can understand
right now a lot of people don't here's the thing about Disney. For a while a lot of people weren't like Disney because they didn't like what they were doing to the franchise, like changing it, like what they did in the MCU, what they did the characters, what they did the Star Wars series. Like they got rid of all the lore that people liked about it. They made it great and they watered it down to like this garbage that makes no sense. Right, so basically they're ticking off the fans, and they kind of claim to be for the fans, but then they'll go around and badmouth the fans. So like people hate that disrespect, and for most of the time I just brush it off. But after a while, I get tired of seeing people preach to me that are just as bad as the people that say that they say they're against. So basically, the people that are preaching about that politics are just hypocrites. They don't really care about what they say they're fighting for, and they're just as bad, if not worse, than the people they say they're against. So really, they're no better, and people know that.
That's the point I'm about to say. Because it's the thing, if they want to talk about, I don't want to say this because I don't get disliked anything or dislike your videos, but it's just people need to stop. I don't follow these channels anymore. That's the reason why.
Because you like those Disney. You like Disney. I like classic Disney. I don't have a problem with it.
Listen, I like older stuff. I like older stuff people like about. I don't care if they have politics or not. I just like enjoying it. If I'm politics, I'll just get away from it. Or such what it is. But people don't understand that and get a narrative or don't post that because Giancarlo have won Star Wars too. Or because Giancarlo was leaving Star Wars for because like Disney's a bad guy.
Okay. You know what? You know what? You know what? People are mad at Disney right now, though. Here's something. And this actually makes sense. You know how we get, like, I think Disney was openly saying this too. Like, they're like, no. What it was is a lot of politicians were coming out saying that, you know, these rich millionaires, are they paying their fair share in taxes, right? Well, then you get they demand that everyone pay their fair share, which is fair. But then yeah, but listen. Here's the fun part. The part that is bad. All of a sudden, Disney comes out. We find out recently that Disney hasn't been paying their taxes since the 50s, right? They've been just hoarding the money, right? So when they found it out, they're like, wait a minute, why weren't they paying their fair share? But the people, here's what, when you think people would come out and say, yes, exactly, these millionaires are hoarding the money and not paying their fair share, all of a sudden, all these people that were all for billionaire companies paying their fair share were like, oh no, don't take that away from Disney. They shouldn't have to pay taxes. It's a double standard. All of a sudden, they were against it. All of a sudden they were against the Disney parents' fair share. So they're really, it just goes to show you that those people really don't really support the things that say they're backing. They want people, everyone should pay their fair share, but then they play favorites and say, oh, this one doesn't have to.
And not just that, these are all companies like Paramount, Viacom,
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly.
Companies, gay companies, keep talking about, these YouTubers talking about companies bad now because they'll accept what they want. Well, understand as a person who likes gaming, like anime,
you can like gaming, dude, you can like this stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. They just have an opinion that they don't like it, okay? And here's the thing, they even say, I've caught them saying this numerous times. They even say, you can like this stuff as you want, but they just say they personally don't like it. You don't see, you can personally like it. They're not against you personally liking it or talking about it. What they're just against it themselves. That doesn't mean that they're not saying that other people can't like it. Like, they've even come out and said this. They're not saying that other people can't like Disney or Star Wars. If you like that stuff, then more power to you. It's fine. If you think it's a good movie, that's fine. It's just that guy that Jeremy Geeky Gamer he personally doesn't think it's good.
Okay, I'll post and Babyface and all that stuff, and quarterly on stuff, or stuff like that, keeps bringing up, keep on. I don't make a video of this or point out, but I'm sure about this. But people need to understand that I like this stuff. I like gaming. I like stuff. I like anime. I'm in the middle.
You're allowed to. You're allowed to like it. No one's saying you can't like that. That's not what they're saying on there.
No, it's about people over the internet. Like, people don't understand.
Dude, there's a lot of commentary channels out there that have things they like and don't like, and things they want to see and don't want to see. Okay, they're entitled to that opinion. Whatever country they live in, whether this country or other country that supports whatever their freedom of speech is where they live, they have the right to express that. They should have the right to express it. It's just they don't like it. They're not saying that other people shouldn't like it. If you personally like it, more power to you. You're allowed to. They even put that statement out there. They're just saying that some of this, they're just calling out the kind of shit that Hollywood keeps trying to force feed us in the movies. That basically tries to set a standard for everyone. Yeah, in TV, in video games, where they try to force feed us a standard and try to basically force us to think the same way they do. That is what they're calling out. It's not that they're so much calling out and saying that all Disney things are bad or Star Wars are bad. They're calling out the hypocrisy and stuff in it. The hypocritical politics that are being fed to us through these movies and entertainment. It's kind of...
Here's the thing, when sports come back for movies and stuff from Paramount, now Sony, I can see what happened. I can see, I can say it has some politics or something, or some stuff about Smurfette being, where he is and why he correct Gargamel and stuff. But there's a reason why. But people, you understand. No, Don, I'm not making, I'm trying to say. But,
well, no, I'm trying to help you understand. Like, they're not personally attacking you. They're not attacking you for liking you. You can talk about that if you want. You have the right to, just as much as they have the right to talk about not liking it. Like, what it comes down to, Nadia, is you and them have conflicting different opinions on the matter. They're not saying that you can't like a movie or see it. They're not saying you shouldn't. They're just saying they don't like the stuff that they're putting in there. They feel like it's a waste of time and viewership to necessarily see those things.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with seeing those. Don't feel so hurt by it. Don't take it personal. They're allowed to have that opinion. That's just their thoughts.
Right, man.
I don't take it too seriously like that. I see some of it. I agree with some of it, and some of it I don't agree with. And I can think that way. That's my right, and that's how I think. And honestly, you shouldn't. I know that you're hurt, and yes, you have the right to feel like you're being told that. I guess it kind of feels like you're being told you're an idiot for liking this stuff. No one's saying that. I know what it feels like, and there are some people out there, trolls, that will say that. But you know, the ones that have it right might say they don't like those stuff, and they feel like they might even voice they feel like, oh, whoever made this movie is an idiot. But they won't necessarily think you're an idiot just because you like Disney or Star Wars or whatever. They might say that's a movie for idiots, but that doesn't mean they're calling you an idiot. I like
the MCU. I like Kevin Feige inventing Iron Man and MCU such.
And you can like that. There's nothing wrong with it. I even like some of the MCU. I gotta catch up with all the MCU movies to kind of get caught up on all the characters. I only saw the first Avengers. I didn't see all the other Avengers.
Well, and people still. Okay, here's the thing.
Huh?
Listen, people, you understand that I am a person who likes nerd stuff. We all like nerd stuff. We like gaming, anime stuff. But I know that, and I'm telling you Don right now. I'm telling you right now, Don. People are easy to get, you know. I want to play every channel.
Well, dude, like nerds and fandom, football fans, comic book fans, in the fandom of anything, they've always been easy to work up, right? As soon as that big change does, they hate it because they like the classic stuff that they're used to. People don't like change too much, so that's why a lot of times they might be talking from a bias that they like the old stuff and they don't like these changes. Now, sometimes those changes are good things, and they probably should get used to it. It's actually a good thing, and they just need to kind of see that. Other times, the changes are destructive and not helpful to anyone, and don't help the series, and don't help the people watching it. That's the kind of stuff that they're against, right?
And what's the thing with if they can accept a thing, accept a change, they can. No power to you. But I'm just trying to make sure that Don, listen.
Yeah.
You know, the people out there understand that what we want to like, not your channel, but you know, in general, like people out there that I like Star Wars, I like Marvel, I like DC, I like some stuff from DC, I like Marvel, I like you know, I'm a comic guy, I'm a nerd.
Yeah. Well, so are technically wait, they're commentary, right? But so is Geeks and Gamers. They're just like classic characters and the classic way and envision an image of those characters they like. They don't like for instance, they don't like the changes they've been trying to implement to Superman and Batman, which are like was never there at the beginning and all of a sudden is a thing. It's more like it's being forced upon rather than gradually inserted in. Now the thing with Superman being the thing with Superman being gay, making his son gay, that made sense. Okay, I'm not sure how the son was before that, so I don't follow comics, but to me that made more sense. Like if they tried to make Superman gay and you know these relationships were low, then where does that dynamic with Lois Lane and that love interest go? Where does all that story go? If all of a sudden that's the case, like that relationship is over. It's not a thing anymore. It doesn't really feel like Clark Kent. But I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did try to put that out there. And technically, well, I'll talk about that off stream, right? That gets to a whole other issue. But I'm saying like I'm not against change. I'm just against change that don't make sense and are totally indoctrinate. A bunch of crap meant to just indoctrinate people into something, or force people to believe something they necessarily don't stand for. I'm not saying not to stand for LGBTQ or people of other races. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when they try to implement it in a really stupid, insensitive, very tone deaf and unrealistic way. Like make it make sense if you do it. You know, do a good job. Work on the content, create quality content, and don't make the fact that maybe he's gay or something the whole centerpiece of the whole book, right? Like, there's more to Superman than him just being attracted to Lois Lane. There's more to Superman than just being Superman. He's also Clark Kent. He grew up on a farm with his adopted parents. Like, he has all that story, and those are all things that are good to go into. Like, the villains he's faced, yeah.
Lois, that TV series was great. That's a good Superman series. But Smallville was great also back in.
I didn't get to finish Smallville. I saw the end of it, right? But like, I remember his friend Lana. I caught some random episodes. He had his friend Lana, and she married Lex, but then Lex was like abusive to her, and so she tried to disappear. I guess. Like, Lex turned into a jerk. He was friends with Clark Kent, but he turned into an asshole. I don't remember how. I don't remember what the transition from one to one. I don't know what the transition from that to friend to enemy that made him choose that path. I didn't see the whole series. I think it might have happened after his father died. I remember Clark's parents, like father, was really against the Luthors, right? He didn't trust him being friends with Lex. In there, those are the three things I remember about it.
There's more series about why they made before Superman landed on Earth, like really good project from WB to do, in DC Comics, like that was a good spin-off before Smallville, before Superman, But,
yeah, but like I'm saying, I wish they would do in comic books, if they're gonna implement a big change into it, make it fit into the story where it makes sense, and kind of also make it about many things. You saw the many different sides of Superman, the different things he does, his involvement in the Justice League, outside the Justice League, everything. Just kind of make a really good story and don't center it around one aspect. Like, it's kind of like what would you think of Superman if all they did was talk about his weakness to kryptonite?
I don't know.
After a while, it would feel, if they talked about how it feel like where's all the action and where's Clark Kent and all this, like you wouldn't. It would just be one thing. We only highlighting one. Now I don't read those comic books, right? But I hear a lot of times they center it around one aspect lately, like things involving social stuff, and it kind of steers away from what the comic was supposed to be. I guess that's what people say. I haven't personally said it. I probably should do the research, but they need to really kind of it needs to be balanced. That's all I'm saying, Najee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, they're jerks about it, yes. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of those channels that are bringing that stuff up, really they want to see balance in the content too. They're not outwardly against that stuff being in there. They just want to be implemented in a way that's considerate and realistic. That's why.
Yeah, at the point of view, I just need to stop. I don't understand how things stop. Now I understand why. If I don't want to make a video about this, I'll get,
Well, I think you can talk about it technically, but you just gotta be clear on what you're saying, really script it, and kind of take it, like, for instance, taking apart our take a part of our conversation and come up with what do you want to say based on what we talked about, basically, right? Try to approach the situation from both ends. Try not to make it biasly one way or the other. Try to say, like, on one hand, maybe for instance, try to be fair. In other words, on one hand, I get what they're saying, but I don't agree. I like this stuff, and I don't think there's a problem with liking it. Like, I don't like this other stuff they put in it, so I kind of agree with maybe Geese Gamers' confidence on that. But overall, I think there's nothing wrong with Disney, especially the classic characters. Like, kind of approach the topic at both ends. Kind of give a non-biased viewpoint. You think you can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also don't rant in it. Don't rant. Don't make it a rant. And don't get too worked up. You get a little passionate, but don't get so worked up to where you end up kind of saying or doing something that might make you regret it or worried they're going to make fun of you, you know?
Yeah, maybe I'm being about it. I'm still being about it, but I'll have to.
Like was it? I don't watch RK Outpost. I forgot I subscribed to him when he first started when he
If you
was
tell
just
you what, but not anymore.
no. Well, okay. Here's the no. Here's the thing. I had subscribed to him way back when he first opened his channel, but I wasn't watching him. I was just showing support. But when I saw his Batman review, I kind of get what he was saying, but it sounded racist the way he put it. And I'm like, is he saying that because he doesn't like the race swapping, or is he saying that because he really does have a bias against African Americans? So I couldn't really determine that. He might have been saying he doesn't like race swapping, or he might have been being inconsistent and saying, yes, I hate race swapping, but on the other hand, I hate people. Like, I couldn't tell. I don't know him that much, right? So I can't tell personally if that's what he was doing, but it just rubbed me the wrong way. So I just unsubscribed to him. I'm still subscribed to Geeks and Gamers, but I don't really care to watch his content. Not RK. You know?
Yeah, that's his friends with Kids Gamers. He knows Kids Gamers. I mean, Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I remember Jeremy released a video that says he's not going to apologize for him because he doesn't. I guess people are demanding that he apologize. But really, if he really said those things in the way that sounded, then the one that needs apologies is RK Outpost, not Jeremy on that one. Like that's on RK Outpost. It's kind of like if I were to say something incredibly insensitive, and then someone came to your channel demanding you to apologize to him for something I said. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, and plus, and what about these? Okay, what about all these people, sources, and where all these people keep saying that? Okay, with YouTube,
Yeah.
people will always know how to ruin your stuff. Like, for
Oh, you mean like, oh,
example,
well, okay. A lot of times what people get to know are public details, but sometimes it's something called doxing that happens where you say someone and someone tracks down your personal information, like your street address, your routing number, your personal information that's involving your identity, and then publicly puts it out there. I'm not sure how it works, but that's something people do, and it's stupid and it's illegal. Like, dude, I don't think if you were to talk about this, I don't think you would have to worry about Geeks and Gamers doxing you. They don't do that shit. But the kind of people that would dox you are assholes on the internet that feel like they're justified in anything they do, no matter how heinous. Like, they feel like they gotta show someone up, and they kind of do that stuff. But sometimes, dude, you can't be afraid of that too much. It's a risk that even I take. Like, if I burn more bridges, I probably would get doxxed. But you know what? That's why I keep my head down and I kind of take a more two-sided approach to the situation. But even then, that could get someone to hate me. Or someone could dox me just because they think it's funny. Like, it can happen to anyone. It's happened to many. Like, people have been swatted, doxxed. They've been like, had their internet booted off by someone that hacked into their internet. People can be dicks sometimes. It's true. They can be. And that's why, that's why you don't want to place your trust easily in just everyone, right? You got to understand that every person is different, how they think, how they act. And you basically hold the ones close to you that you know are good. And the ones that are bad for you, keep at a distance. But a distance that is close enough to at least still keep an eye on them so that you know that they're not so that you kind of know. That saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer? Yeah. You stay at arm's length from your enemies, but you want to at least kind of keep an eye on your surroundings and make sure they're not trying to pull anything like dox you, right? Now, you can't necessarily stop them, but at least keep an eye on them so immediately you can kind of take action to kind of counter that. But
yeah,
that might be irrelevant on the conversation.
Okay. What about? Okay, so off this topic now.
Yeah.
Okay, with this topic. Also, Don.
Yeah.
Xbox was an event on June 2nd.
Oh, June 2nd?
Xbox was an event.
Oh, Xbox, June 2nd on Xbox. Okay, that's next month.
What was it?
Depending what day it falls onto, I might be able to watch the event with you.
No, it's not June 2nd, June 12th.
Okay, depending on what day it's on, I think it's on a Sunday, though. I may not be able to attend it, remember?
You check.
If it's on a Sunday, I can't watch it.
Just 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I do. my service officially, my church service gets out at 2, but that doesn't mean I'll be home at 2. I may not get home until like 2 or 3 hours later, because unless I can get a ride, even if I get a ride, I may not be home in time to watch the event, because I think it's only like, what, 30 minutes? So,
actually, good check. There's gonna be a fan of that.
So I may not be able to watch it. I might have to watch a rerun of it.
Okay. I'm making sure, as far as got new titles in my life for PC, like, of this on with man. So
Yeah.
I just want to tell you about. Oh, I need a 20. I'll be back, dog. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Alright.
I'll be back, dog. Don't worry. I'll be right back.
Yeah, talk to this person. Severe, the house, severe secret order by the city. Ah, my Lord of Millis, what good fortune that you should grace us now. We are planting flowers. It would perchance care to join us. Tis part of Lady Melian's efforts to beautify our fair city. You see, which a turn is part of the wider civic contribution. Were you to help with the plant or two, my mistress would surely be delighted. We're dropping that. Like, oh, let's do this. I'm glad this is marvelous, marvelous. Though the word has become an uncertain place, it is at such time most of all that people have cheer would not agree. With that settled, permit me to furnish you with some bulbs as you go about planting them. You might notice other helpers here and there. Do feel free to have a chat with them. What's accepted? Yeah, let's do this. Plant some flowers. All right. A very casual thing to do. Not hardcore at all. Nice once in a while. The break. I gotta finish all the side quest section in this game. It's one of the cities I'm kind of putting off. It's a search. We gotta search an item, but the clues make no sense to me. I can't figure out where to go. So I have to look at the guide how to find what I need. Begging your pardon, but you're immediately assuming yes. I've heard all about you. Hold on, someone's calling me. Be right back. Guys, just stand by. I'll be back in a short while. I gotta hang up some clothes real quickly. I'm back. You there? Let's see what's going on. Alright, continue. Sorry to keep you guys waiting, guys. I took care of something. I think I'm stopping a lot lately. Go do things for other people that can't manage themselves for various reasons. And it's getting on my nerves. I have to keep stopping my stream like that. I only write about you. We never had a pleasure before, but this feels like a meeting of an old friend. Not only meet you at last, but have you plant flowers beside us is a true honor. On behalf of my fellow servants, allow me to thank you for being such a great friend, Master Alpha and Mrs. Alizé. One more flower. I want to get banned for Twitch for what I said on here. I don't think it was bad what I said. I just not sure how against that viewpoint, even though it was, I think, very fair and very unjudgmental, is gonna affect me on my platform. People be like, oh well, I don't like how you said this. You didn't completely deny that. You didn't kind of say that he said those things. That's what he meant. You're really out of context. I think you're really offensive. We gotta quit you, cancel you. Oh boy. And then again, you get canceled for absolutely nothing. Seems like you used to be a Christian. All of a sudden, people want to cancel you. Okay, let's see. You're one of the scientists haven't done, are you not? I have seen you at the Bohemian Annex. Well, now, what a great honor it is to meet you. We're students at the stadium. You see, we're students at the stadium. You see, the Livier twins were our seniors, and that despite being years younger than everyone, to be admitted at the tender age of 11, they're prodigies in the rarest sort. The graduation thesis and deeds in the world are inspiration to us all, and to meet one of their legendary comrades in the flesh is moving beyond words. We often hear tales about the scions like your fellows. We hope to leave our little island one day and do great things. When that day comes, perhaps we'll see you again somewhere out there. Okay. Start the music again. Alright. Song. Let's see what else is on here. Oh, not that one.
My name is Kristoff. I'm just another river fighter.
I'm going back to the old playlist only because I'm only familiar with this one playlist. I'm not sure what kind of language that song those songs have. So I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm not saying his songs are bad. Some of the songs are pretty good. I just don't know all the lyrics that are used, and I'm not sure where that would stand with Twitch if something was said. I'm not saying he would do that. I'm just saying I'm not familiar with all his songs. That's all I'm saying. Don't take it the wrong way. You don't take it the wrong way either, XP. I like your music. I'm just not familiar with a lot of them right now. Kevin. I finished planting the buds. Wonderful. It's time that we grow to beautiful Namia lilies and the symbol of safe travels. Upon learning of this in her children's letters, Namia took it to planting the lilies in the hope that no harm would befall them and their beloved comrades. We humble servants share in that hope. Wherever your path may take you, know that you are ever in our thoughts. That's sweet. Let's queue up for something now.
Bro,
Yeah?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Also, I wanted to do something important, but I created an email yesterday.
Why did you create a new email?
For my Steam account, you know.
Oh,
security.
the security. Oh, wait. Are you creating new emails every month to put your Steam account to or something?
No, I created a Gmail account, just one more Gmail account. I have other email accounts, not from Gmail.
Oh, you hadn't updated it since it got hacked, so you decided to update it today. Okay.
Yesterday I did.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. You finally switched it over to the new email yesterday.
And a new password also with my phone and my device. Oh, I had two separate cases on my phone also on Steam. So I want to go away you know,
Yeah.
be careful, you know. But you know, is it harder? I want to tell you because you know people want to hear it, but you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, dude, like no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know that are gonna try to hack you again just by your voice being on the stream. Chances are the person that hacked you that did that probably didn't even know who you are. Like if they did, at the very most they know you from maybe your YouTube channel, but even that may not be likely. You could have been on a game and they might have been in there too, and they just said, "Oh, look, an account I could steal." That might be how they know you. They may not know anything about you on a personal level, like your voice, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna Tomb Raider gameplay. I need to look at.
Oh, I have a bunch. I have a bunch of Tomb Raider games I got off the Epic Game Store for free when they were free.
You still can one on PC, right?
I haven't played. Yeah, they went on PC. I haven't played them yet. I have with Legend Rise. I have what's it called? Let's see what they are.
Okay.
Not Rise of the Tomb Raider. We have Rise of the Tomb Raider. I have Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
The
I
first
have
one.
two. I have the one before that. Yeah.
These are play survival flag.
No, I want to. I want to, but I'm probably maybe I'll do it for a stream or something.
My future stream hopefully. I have to let to my next video because I can't start my face. I can't start my face, but because I have this stuff in my clean, my nose. You know, I'm acne in my nose. I have acne, so you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're the age, you have to have acne in your nose, and you have some, you watch, you know, it's complicated, man.
No, I get it. No, it's fine. You'll be okay.
You know.
No, I'm well.
But why am I on stream?
Nothing. I was 3 viewers, but when I had to go do the laundry, 1 left.
Oh man.
It kind of sucks, but I guess they didn't want to stick around for me being gone. They'll probably come back though.
How about this? How about I can see your stream right now? Like,
If you want, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
welcome. Let me call my Twitter. My Twitter app. My face. What Apple? We can talk to you. I'm trying to.
Got a new follower at the beginning of my stream.
How many do you got so far?
Currently have 2 views. I got a new follower at the beginning of my stream when I started. I think they saw my. They said hi, but I said hi back, but then they didn't say anything after that. It might be they're still there. I might just be lurking, but they said hi. They followed me and they triggered my custom follow alert, my Twitch alert.
Yeah.
It's that audio with the woman saying, "I once shoved an entire bag of jelly beans up my ass." I'm putting the San Andreas music because I thought it was funny. Like that's from like the old they had those in the Thug Life memes. So like that's some thug life stuff. Shoving jelly beans up your butt. I thought it was funny.
I'm going to gameplay too later, hopefully.
What?
I'm going to record the gameplay too later, hopefully. I'll comment.
Cool.
Think a good idea? Or not a good idea. People comment too later. No, so I start doing non-commentary videos for gameplay instead, or so it's not.
Why don't you get gameplay, record it, just the gameplay, and then after that put it in the editing program, and then voice over the video on the editing program to have commentary.
Good idea.
I think that would look really good.
Yeah.
Like for certain videos you could do that. Like say if you're talking about a game. Hey, by the way, do you know what an embargo is?
What is that? What is that?
I don't fully understand myself, but say there's an embargo on a game, on a new game, like Final Fantasy 14, right? When it was first a World Reborn and it was in beta, there was an embargo on it. In other words, you weren't allowed to record or stream gameplay. It was an open beta. Once the beta ended, it came the official release. Then the embargo was lifted and you're allowed to share content on YouTube of it. But embargo protects the content until it's ready, until it's officially ready, and the company's okay for you showing content of it online. Basically, if there's an embargo on it, you don't want to. You might have to agree to certain terms to not share or do certain things until the embargo is lifted. So just keep in mind if you're showing, like, say, gameplay from something that might have been may not unreleased. Even if it's say it was content you got from someone else, like say it was a leak. Sometimes you showing that stuff is against the embargo. So if you're showing that and there's an embargo on it, make sure you check first. Otherwise, you may not. If you try to show it, you might get your video taken down.
Oh yeah. Now you told me. Now I had to remember that.
That's. I think that was a big. That might have been like a big reason why. Okay, Naughty Dog was with the Cyberpunk was stupid about it, right? They They controlled information, and the finished product was a mess, right? But I think also there was an embargo which people were not allowed to show certain stuff in the game on stream or in videos until the game was out, as I recall.
Like The Last of Us.
Yeah, I think The Last of Us had. I'm sure The Last of Us had an embargo as well. Probably, or people got review copies or something. They probably couldn't show certain things.
Like people know about the leaks and stuff for the second game now.
Yeah, well, yeah, and they were doing takedowns. So technically, I'm not sure. Okay, those might have been false. I think in that case, those might have been false copyright strikes, right? But I think there might have also been an embargo. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I do not know anything about that game. But like embargo basically is something you gotta look out for. So basically, look up, say if you look up a new game, is there an embargo for this game right now? And just look it up, and you should be able to find information about it if there is.
Yeah.
Like honestly, completely forgotten about that. I mean, I should know that if I'm sharing something. I mean, I kind of know about it, but I forgot what it was called. Like when it came to Endwalker, I was curious: are we allowed to stream early access? And apparently we were, so there was no embargo on it, right? But I still asked around a lot and searched for trying to find information, and I asked a lot of people in the community, and they said no. USB says you can stream early access. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people were saying I shouldn't, even though there isn't an embargo. But that was because they didn't want spoilers, and they were kind of being like whiny babies about it. Honestly, like I mean, one time I was seriously got one guy commenting about how I shouldn't be showing any of Final Fantasy gameplay at all because some people haven't played it yet. And they were talking about all content. Now, I'm not talking about Endwalker, but they're talking about content that had been out for almost a decade. And they're saying, well, it's spoiler. And I didn't know what to say because they were technically weren't wrong. But usually when it's over a decade and it's out been for that long, you should be allowed to stream it and share it however you want, because most people that intended to play the game have already played it and they've already seen the content, so it's not really a spoiler anymore. People are like, dude, the game's been out forever. What the fuck are you talking about? They're like, some guy, I didn't know how to tell him off, but some guy told him off for me. He said, dude, you're being stupid. You understand that guy? Like, the game's out forever. Like, it's literally not spoiler. Everyone and their mother knows about it now. It's like the movie. Say the movie Ants was released years ago, right? What if someone nowadays was saying you can't talk about it or show it because any clips from it because it's a spoiler for those that haven't seen it? If they said that in 2022, would you agree with them? Probably not.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, some people are like really iffy about spoilers to the point to where they'll call anything a spoiler, even if it's been out for decades. Actually, I'm not sure if Final Fantasy has been out for a decade. I think I have to look it up. I don't know how many years a decade is, so I have to look it up. But what I mean is, it's been out for a while, since 2013. So it's like, at this point, you gotta stop calling everything a spoiler. It was only one guy saying that though, so it wasn't like the whole community was saying it.
I'm gonna add some comment. I'm gonna add nine comments here. I'm gonna add some. I'm gonna find out. Is Audacity still free on PC or no?
Is what?
Anymore, right? Audacity.
Audacity? I don't know I don't remember what that program is. I don't use it.
The voice recording service. So we have open source. Are you recording gameplay now? And I do
recording software? Audacity?
Yeah. No. Alright. Okay. If I stuff on my account, gameplay, or do I stream? Start to an HD or standard 480p?
When you're doing a video, I would recommend doing HD, or at the very max, or at the very minimum, 720.
Not 1080?
1080 or 720, depending on what you can handle. Like, for instance, I wouldn't record, if you're doing a video game, on my PC, if I'm playing a video game off my PC, not my console, and I'm streaming it, or say I'm recording it, right? Recording takes up more memory space than streaming does, right? So yeah. if I was playing Halo, I'm playing Halo, right? One time I tried to play Halo with a what's it called, 1080p, and I tried to record in 1080p. Well, the resulting thing is I got really laggy video, like really choppy and skipping all over the place. That's because it was overworking my computer by doing that. And I got that recently with Paladins when I tried to record and stream at the same time with Paladins. Like if I was doing it off a console, it would be a different story because I'm also recording it through the not through the graphics card, but through the the AverMedia game capture. So really, if the task is being split up between two different devices rather just on one. So if you're doing big tasks on one device, you may end up with more problems. But say if you're recording off a console and then recording the software using your computer, but like playing the game off a console, you put less strain on your device. And so then you could probably record in 1080 and play in 1080 and then record in 1080. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the higher resolution you push the device, the more strain it's gonna put on it, and it also depends on the game, you know. So yeah, that's what that was about. That's why I was having trouble with Paladins today while I was trying to test. I was trying to check something was going on in the game because it looked like there was severe lag in my stream. It looked like yesterday, like what was going on, that I was shooting the gun, but I heard no sound effects and I couldn't hear my voice. And then after I shot the gun and after my mouth moved, then I heard my voice. Then I heard the gunshot when nothing was moving. It's like one of those old kung fu movies, right? It was really bad. So I couldn't figure out what was going on. I was like, wait a minute. Does that make sense? And then hold on, let me test something. I refreshed my browser, and then all of a sudden the problem wasn't there anymore. So the problem was on my browser. It wasn't with my recording software. Thank God, because I would have to trash that video. I would have to throw it away because it would have been good for upload. And I would have to go into my settings to find out what went wrong. And I don't know where to start with that because I set my settings a certain way a long time ago and I don't remember what everything does. So it would have been difficult for me, especially with a stream shows every day. It would have took a long time to figure out the problem. And I might end up just making my quality of my videos worse if I try to tinker with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I know that's a lot to say.
Yeah, I need to start uploading gameplay videos. I haven't uploaded in a long time. Since that video I did with the can't remember what video I did. The one about I need to make some gameplay video, make some gameplay content to this channel, but now you want to go as far as still allow me talking about some news topics. But I'll be lucky if they show some news topics on them. Bro.
Huh?
I'll be lucky if they show some news topics with games and stuff like if I'm talking about Tomb Raider, like getting a sequel or a new reboot from
yeah.
Can you imagine putting gameplay up?
A sequel of what?
For Tomb Raider's in development. If I want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, I think there is a new I think they were saying new Tomb Raider's in development, but yeah. Crystal Dynamics was sold, so now it belongs to. So yeah, we're saying it belongs to a group called Empower, I think. Empower Entertainment or something like that. It belongs to a different company that owns several other studios. The Square sold off all their Western, not all the studios, all their Western studios here in the Western Hemisphere. They sold them off, all the Western ones. So basically, someone else owns it now. I mean, Square Enix might still technically make games for those studios, but they're owned now by a different company.
Okay, so no Final Fantasy is still Square Enix, right?
No, Final Fantasy is still Square Enix. They didn't sell Final Fantasy. That still belongs to the part of the parent company, Square Enix. I'm guessing. I mean, but this might mean that it might take longer for us to see a Western release. I'm guessing. I don't know how it works, what the deal is. Maybe it's gonna be like where, who knows, it might end up being a situation where it's kind of like the Spider-Man IP, where there's the MCU, then there's the Sony version, then there's the other version where they have three, where kind of like Sony owns it, but then other people own it at the same time,
It's really complicated with this. It's a license issue with all these companies.
Well, here's the thing. It's complicated. You know why? Because Spider-Man is owned by multiple different companies, not just one. Right?
Yeah, and here's the thing about that, John. If I wanted to make my own, a new IP, a new character for this IP, would it be good or bad? Like a new character. or its Disney character.
You mean
Don't
for
change
the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or just something different entirely?
It's Venomverse for Venom and Morbius and Cleveland.
So you want to create a fan character?
Same Spider-Man character, Peter Parker, but his own person. Can that work or no?
Well, okay. If you wanted to make fan art, you could. There's nothing wrong with that. But say if you wanted to make your own movie and merchandise and make a profit, then you would probably run into legal issues with it. To where like who would you be paying royalties to? Whether you got permission from the owners. You know, I mean, you don't see the Sony. I think owns a version of it. MCU owns a version of it, but you don't own a version of Spider. You don't own Spider-Man yourself. You didn't buy the. You don't have a hand on the IP itself. So really, you could draw fan art, but you couldn't make a profit off of it. You couldn't make a business plan and profit and monetize off of it because you don't own that content. You don't own the IP. You don't own the character. You know?
Yeah. Speaking of fan art, I'm thinking about one of the. Oh god. Sorry, man. Sorry. Listen. Speaking of fan art, I'm giving somebody a commission for Comic-Con when we go there.
Okay.
It will be something. If we have a drawing booth of commissions and stuff, I'll buy that commission. Talk down what I want for commission, for the cost and such. Then we need that.
Well, okay. Here's the thing: you need to get permission. You need to pay. You're gonna have to pay like a large amount of money to get the permission to do Spider-Man thing. You need to make some kind of deal with those companies that own it.
No, I'm not talking about a Comic-Con commission, right? A commission to draw fan art. Like
well, I think to draw fan art, if you're selling it, you might need special permission and some kind of business deal going on with that. Whoever owns it, right? I'm not sure about that. You may not. It may just be free fan art, but I'm sure these fan arts probably have some kind of deal going on with either Sony, MCU, depending on which version of Spider-Man they're doing. But like, I'm not sure. Look into that. Look into the details, but ask those questions online on Google and find out for yourself. Don't ask me because I don't have all the answers.
Yeah, I'm not trying to ask you. I just want to,
I know you're running it by me, but like really, I don't know anything about whether you can legally do that. Like, can you legally make a profit off of it, or would you have to make a deal with those companies so they can get a cut of that profit in order for them to give you permission to do it in the first place? That's what I mean.
Serious right now. Hold on, I'm serious stuff right now.
Okay.
Well, I'm just trying. Not the Tomb Raider stuff. Come on. Let me just for a sec. Hold on, I have to copy this. Sorry, too much made my computer. I need a new computer, man. You know what? I need to get my desktop. I need my Steam Deck also. So, I'll bring up a Windows to my Steam Deck hopefully. If I get it. Windows on my Steam Deck. Windows 11.
We got Captain Rainbow in the chat. Hey, Captain Rainbow, glad you can make it.
Who's Captain Rainbow?
No, not Captain Planet. No, she's a streamer that I watch. I tune into the streams and hosted her before. She was last time I checked. She was playing through I think Mafia 3, one of the remakes.
How's Mafia 3 from Mafia 1?
I haven't played either of them, so I don't know how to compare them. I know I wanted to play the remake of Mafia 1. I have the original on the GameCube though.
What's that bad on PC or console?
I don't know. It looks beautiful though.
I know. Look at the hands. Like the fingers, like GTA 4, GTA 3 fingers or GTA games. Like the fingers are most together, and you see it.
Well, this game looked a little bit too good to be just a PS3 port or something. I think Mafia 3 was remade and updated with updated textures and graphics, wasn't it?
It wasn't, but it was a sequel, Mafia 2.
Well, the thing is, it looked pretty good. I think it's playing on the PlayStation. She's playing on the PlayStation 4, and it actually looked pretty good for a dated game like that. So I think it might have been an upgraded version of the existing Mafia 3 with some, like a kind of like a Master Chief Collection has the updated graphics to where you can make it look better.
It's on PS5.
I know. It is.
No, we should start playing that game. It's really good. It was,
Maybe someday.
yeah. I guess I need to start playing my PC and console. No, I'm going to PC actually. Nah,
Yeah.
let's type in thing. Anyway, that's it. Everyone.
I'm on the Razed Han right now.
How is it?
It's placed in the game called Razed Han.
Sure.
It's like the people and the some of the architecture and just the colors. It kind of and some of the stuff, a lot of stuff in it, kind of take influence off of India. Remember Kugane? That took influence off of Japan.
Are you actually playing Kingdom Hearts after this, or are you gonna be on?
I'm gonna continue it. I still gotta grind. I'm gonna grind more. I'm gonna see if I can pass the Coliseum because I found out I could beat the boss finally at level 60. Right, I was able to do it, but I didn't save the game after that. What I didn't even watch the cutscene. I just kind of I just quit the game in the middle of the cutscene at the last cutscene after you beat the final boss, and I'm saving it to do it again for my playthrough. Finish my playthrough in part 11. As for the other thing I gotta figure out is if I can next is if I could play. I'm gonna try to play through the entire Olympus Coliseum with Hercules. The last bit of the Hades Cup when you fight Hades at the end, the Rock Titan, and I want to make sure I can beat that at level 60. So if I can't, then I'm gonna have to grind a little more because I want to finish that. I want to finish that, and I want to finish the last boss in the last stream, and I got in my last stream, and I want to finish the Wind of the Pooh world, the 100-acre wood. So after I get those, I want to get those 3 things out of the way in one stream. It may be like an hour stream though, only an hour. I want to do it longer, but it's gonna probably only take an hour, 2 hours to down all that, right? And at that point, I'm gonna after that's done streaming, I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube channel.
That'd be cool. You told my title uploaded say Final Fantasy 14 continuing Kingdom Hearts 1 in the near future. So I
don't have an exact date. It's gonna happen soon, but I don't know exactly when. I gotta make sure I'm prepared for it. So I gotta practice a lot on it to make sure I'm good enough to fulfill on my promise to finish that series. You know?
Yeah.
Well, at least that specific game, the first game. That's what it is.
Okay, okay, that's good. It's the tags now. Wait, how am I add tags? What tags are there add? Tag people just in case. No girlfriend. Why does this happen? Vega. My mom. I think my mom was just streaming. Amazing. Mike. I know Mike. You know what? I have a good idea. Let's just Connor here. Let's add Connor a little more. Let's add Connor. And yeah. How do you feel? How many people I can add here? Like, how many people can we add to tag plan? Like, adding my girlfriend, my other friend, my mom, my other friend, my content creator friend, my friend Connor, my Yale, my other friend.
Oh.
Because, you know, I give you support, man. I give you support. Give you some sort of support. Help my friend out. Okay. I'm gonna add tags. Oh, really? Yeah.
I have to upgrade my headpiece on the not my headset, but the headpiece on my character.
Cool. You know, I might start making a video about this stuff. I need to. Let's see. Square. Yes. Okay. Oh, come on, not this again. And this Geronimo. No, that music. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's right. Right on.
Hey, got that one out of the way.
Nice, really.
This stream is going pretty well.
That's really cool. Can't wait to see more. Where's my... Hold on. How does school insights or something?
Tell you what.
Where's...
By the way, you can hear me pretty well in the stream, right? My voice.
I can. I'm just trying to. I'm just point testing it on my PC when I serious stuff.
What I did is I turned down I turned down the music setting. I turned on Chrome so that would turn down the music's volume.
Oh, is
So
that
huh?
The Chrome have your PC like high?
No. I mean, no. The audio was just too overbearing. You couldn't hear me talk with it. That's why I lowered it. So I found a way to lower it properly.
Okay, not good. Now it's starting PlayStation 5. You might PlayStation 5, right? PlayStation 4?
Yeah, I'm playing off the PlayStation 5. That's what I'm playing Final Fantasy on.
No, PlayStation 5. No, PlayStation.
I may not be streaming for very much longer. It's 2:44 and now it's 2:45. But you can share me around. Go ahead and share me around. It's fine.
It's 2:45.
Well, like, okay, I've been going for 2 hours and 45 minutes. My stream.
Okay, that's good. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. 5.
Wait, I'm not even queued up or something. This...
One more tag. One more tag.
Oh, that's what happened. I accidentally queued out.
One more tag. Okay. PlayStation. Crossplay. Oh, thank you, crossplay. That.
What is crossplay? Final Fantasy 14 is crossplay.
Okay, what's your iPad? I got.
Apparently, show is Paladins is crossplay for all devices.
That'd be good.
Have you played Paladins?
I never played. I used to play with it on a laptop, but some ways I want to play again. For you.
You don't want to play Paladins again?
No, I do want to play again on my laptop. I tested it out because my issue with the low end setting. I think about okay, so the game on low end settings does it work worse on PC but console? No, work. I didn't buy that, but I said does low end setting work on old PCs or that's new PCs?
Does what work?
Low end settings.
Low end settings will probably work on a medium to high end PC as well. But if you're on a low-end PC, use low-end settings. Don't use something that's above your system's capability.
Final Fantasy, whatever it's called,
Final Fantasy 14, yeah.
PlayStation 5, PlayStation gamers. What? Oh, man, I just put. I can't play High School Square Enix. Hold on.
No, you just look how to spell it. It's fine.
Yeah. You do it Twitter. No, Square Enix. Come on. Okay. Alright, you gotta type this in. Square Enix. Like it. I said one word what to say, but I'm the only one as well. Thank God Google. Square Enix and one more. Let me tags, I don't know. getting around it. All done. The balloon guy. I'll put. Yay, Jamie. Let's go. I'm done. People. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 people. Okay, that's enough. Now, so, Jesse. Okay, I'm done. All done. All public. Online comment, nice comment saying about it. Make sure to support my friend on Twitch. That'd be good. So welcome, Bruce. Look, store, to check out that one. Oh, sure. Here. I'm not quite that you are. Well done, Don. Welcome. On Facebook.
Cool.
People like it. Yeah. Oh, well, I don't. Find that blue guy. Hold on. Of course he. Hold on. Post. Blue guy. Look down. Okay. All done. Welcome. You can check it. You can check your stream now.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see.
It's right here to it's my thing. Ow, crap. Get this game running, you see. It's interesting. Look at that. It's random. Don't know. Whatever. Music is strong. More people, huh? Are we not?
I hear you.
Okay, I'll make it. Yeah, it's good. You know.
Alright, queue up for one more mission. There you go. This is a good one. This one's hard for me, the final boss on it.
Awesome echo. I don't know One Piece still going.
What?
Why is One Piece still going on in manga?
I know, right? Hey, dude.
That's so crazy, man. That's so going on Thursday. The ads, the response wrong.
No, it's...
SpongeBob's different heroes over, you know.
I heard SpongeBob's not even funny anymore.
He's younger.
What?
It's about younger.
You mean it's for younger people now?
Yeah, it's doing good, but you can still laugh at it and watch short on TV.
Hmm?
You know what to say.
Alright. You like the music I'm listening to?
Sure.
Yeah, the guy that made it, the guy that made the music, he allows me to use it for free as long as like as long as if someone asks, I give credit to him, you know? So Brent put it, and he told me the where to find his music. Guy gave me permission a while back. I just never used it until now. And
That's good.
I don't get copyright slammed on YouTube for it. If I get a copyright slam, it's because it's a false flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might review the music. Look who made it, just in case. Like, now what could happen is say you do get flagged, right? It says the song belongs to Warner Brothers Media or Records or something, right? And then you listen to the song it talks about. Then you look up the name of the song and you hear a song that sounds almost like it, but it has vocals on it. It's on it too this time. That would mean that what happened is that person, whoever. That means someone stole. That would mean someone stole XP's song, and then edited over with vocals to make it seem like a totally new song, which is illegal to do even on copyright-free music. You know that?
Yeah, I know that.
Apparently, well, that's what I was reading up. Yeah, apparently it is. But you can't do that. That's what I was reading. That's what I heard I was watching a YouTube video about it. They're talking about it. Apparently, it's legal to do that even with copyright-free stuff because then you're chilling claim to like they try to edit up the song and make it their own original song, then they try to resell it for profit, which is illegal. Because people do that because they're dirty mother effers. Trying to do anything to make money, but they're not willing to put the time and effort into making their own content.
Yeah. We don't feel it. I've been listen.
Huh?
My terrible music is not. My terrible MV is still not playing. So if it's playing, I'll be surprised. It could be back. My terrible.
Okay. You shot a movie video?
Yeah, I did.
Did you get copyright claim for it or something?
It doesn't challenge me. I want to do that video, but you know.
Oh.
That was surprising. Okay. Well. Wait a minute.
Ooh, 9,000. Mm-hmm. Got him. Almost got him. One I'm tough with. Hey. On to the next boss fight. It's up ahead.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm watching a video about future Spider-Man movie like and such.
Ah,
No.
yeah.
You know, we'll be here for that. Movies.
I remember seeing a video. There, it was not Spider-Man, but it's one. I can't remember. Maybe it was Captain Marvel. I don't know. But there was a IP by Marvel that they haven't made a movie of. And people want the movie, but Disney won't touch it. Like, I guess because of legal reasons and like when it came to who owns it, or no one has a specific rights to it all. Like, none of them are allowed to touch it so much as talk about it on social media. It's literally a very protective IP that no one. I can't remember what it's called though. It's like about a certain Marvel superhero.
What is it called?
I don't remember. I saw the video once about it. I don't remember what his name was. but apparently it's so protected. Like literally, no one, Marvel won't make a character of it in a Marvel movie, and they won't make they're not allowed to sell comic books of it. It's very protective. Whoever owns it won't give up the rights to it for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's kind of like a I don't trust this company.
It's a very unknown Marvel character, very obscure that hardly anyone even heard about.
Is it one of the Sony characters that's Marvel making?
I don't know. I don't think it was ever in the any of the Avenger comic books or necessarily. It's just no one knows. I don't even remember the name of it. I don't remember the name, but it's like a forbidden character to touch. That they don't let the Disney, I guess, bought the rights to, but won't let anyone touch for any reason.
Okay.
Like either Disney or Marvel itself, right?
In general, because Sony, I know Sony owns a lot of characters from Sony's Spider-Man verse, but listen,
Yeah.
imagine to make a bit, maybe use your no, I forgot. If it knows of this, it would be or people on YouTube or not people who works at Marvel or Disney.
Oh no, I remember. It's kind of like Spider-Man, but in a different situation altogether. It's owned by. It was sold. All the characters. Ownership. The character was sold off to everyone and their mother, not just companies, but random people that had the money to buy it. And because not one specific company has most of the rights over it, they can't make a comic books of it. They can't make a movie of it. They can't make toys of it. They can't make anything with it. And they're not even allowed to mention it. Apparently, if someone has mentioned it, someone will get sued.
What about the people involved on Twitter or Elon Musk talks about on Twitter?
Well, I think what it is mainly companies are not allowed to talk about it. Like people that make movies up there. I mean, if a random YouTuber talks about it, it's different. But other than that, like it's so protected that no one's allowed to those companies like Sony or even or Disney are allowed to even mention a name.
Well, if you see me in a video, I can watch it and make a rant about this.
I don't remember what it was or where it was I saw this. It might have been a video you sent me. I don't remember. It was like back in 2019 that I saw this.
Nah. There's something else. We talked to Armin about this. Or, not Armin, for ComboCast. Probably know about this stuff. We do combos. We don't cover YouTubers.
Yeah,
like,
I think technically they could sue anyone actually that mentions it. So I'm not sure. This guy was taking a risk talking about it. But it seems, I mean, even if you mention it, they may not be able to bring it up. Apparently, they go to great lengths to hide this character. So in other words, even if you look it up, chances are you won't find any pictures of it or even mentions of it. Like I don't know where he found the information, but he must have just happened to come across what little he could find on it. But there's like not a lot on there of it, right?
Right.
That's my understanding. It's like a forbidden topic to touch base on with these companies. They won't touch base because otherwise they'll be held liable if they so much to mention it. Dumb.
Yeah. And I want them to make a Spawn movie with Venom. Can ever? Because Thomas Farm did Venom back in the early days of Marvel in the 90s, but Marvel was cool and such.
Yeah, but his Spawn's set in the same universe as Venom. That's the thing.
It's a different character, different IP, it's like Spider-Man, like Image Comics. Thomas Farm invented Venom when he at Marvel, when he left Marvel to make Image Comics. But you don't like hear about these companies like Marvel and DC and such. And right after that, we had Spawn from Image Comics. But we were supposed to get a Venom Spawn movie, but that never got off the ground. So I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Remember this? All I know is it would be cool to see a Spawn and Venom meet in a crossover movie or comics.
I don't know.
Two companies.
They probably. I mean, there might be a comic of it. You never know.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they do that.
Look up if there is a comic book of Spawn and Venom. Look up right now. Maybe there is something like that. There's more comics than there are movies and TV shows. So.
We got look for comics. Right every time we talk about. Like movies, I understand. Oh, here's a comic book. Okay.
Exists?
I don't know, fan comic or something, but
maybe it's a fan comic. It might be either a fan comic or it could be like a non-canon like a side story, kind of like there's the comic books and books of Star Wars, but there was like a fan, like I think I was just fan made, but it was a non-canon alternate version of Darth Vader where he turned from the dark side and joined Luke in the rebellion. Right?
Oh yeah.
There was something like that, and instead of a black suit, he had a white suit with a blue lightsaber.
Oh wow.
He went back to being Jedi.
Can't be do Disney, man. We can't
Well,
do it
no,
Disney.
well, it's not a canon. It's part of the old canon. It's part of the even part of the old canon it didn't fit in, right? It was part of its own separate universe. It wasn't canon, basically. It wasn't canon back before Disney changed it, and it wasn't canon when Disney changed it.
Yeah. Listen.
It's just a comic.
Yeah. It's my computer, okay? Because my phone about to die.
Okay. Almost there.
Or they're expunged from existence.
What is this one? I don't remember this one. Oh, it's a song. One of the songs. Yeah? Welcome back.
You said something about Marvel characters. I was something about Marvel DC or something.
Yeah. Did you find anything?
No, doing just fan art and fucking phone with this.
Well, you couldn't find any Venom thing.
I did find some of them, but some people put death battles and stuff. I'm not talking about it, so.
Oh, Death Screw Attack, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they're still gone, but still it's on YouTube for this
They're
day.
still gone. I mean, Austin. Well, not Austin. What was his name? Pro Jared was fired. He was fired because. I mean, I don't think they. I'm not sure if they ever took back their claims about it, but apparently the whole thing with Pro Jared was actually fake. He didn't start it. Some stupid person online made up a story about him, and he had the receipts to show that this guy was lying, right? Like about what he claimed Pro Jared did, but Pro Jared did in fact give out dick pics. He just didn't give it out to the guy that said he gave it to him, apparently. But still, that company, Screw Attack said they're probably the part with Pro Jared anyway.
Yeah. It's maybe to understand that companies don't trust companies, we do want to trust them. Like, we want to make a cartoon with Disney or any cartoon. Go by the rules. They don't like to, like, you can't get the rights back. Or you don't like this cartoon.
Yeah.
Too ass. Listen, I'll make a cartoon one day, but I'm afraid I'm not afraid. But you know, Disney gonna play it, saying if you make some ad.
Well, you need to have the rights to it before you can make something. You need to buy legal rights to kind of make a version for yourself.
I'm gonna do that.
Especially on a professional level, or if you're uploading it to YouTube or something. Technically speaking, if it, you might need the rights to it depending on what it is you're making. Kind of like you can't just use copyrighted music. I've done it before, but you can't just expect to use copyrighted music without getting a content ID claim, right? Or flag if it's really protected. They decide to go further beyond the content ID claim. The company decides to use that, right?
So it's gonna be so good. It's probably very hard.
Right?
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm just doing something. Yeah. I'm okay. My phone over, taking a break from my phone. So, you know. Okay. Can't wait for. You want collectibles? You working a statue or something?
You mean make a collectible of a character and sell it?
Wait, no, if you want game statues or something like that?
You can buy collectibles. You can buy figurines and collectibles at Comic Con. They should sell them, I think.
How much they usually cost now?
Probably, maybe, I don't know. It might be a good discount depending on the size and quality of the collectible, where if it's imported or not. But like usually collectibles at GameStop are like, you know, well, how much are they? Like $90, $70.
Probably too much.
Yeah, you're gonna be spending money.
I'm gonna spend money. Which game? Cause I'm going away for June or July. But I have to. No. Oh man, I'm talking about that much right now.
Yeah.
No. Alright, just try to, video this content.
Just messed up my rotation.
Oh man.
A rotation in an MMO based game is basically your skill and what order you use them, and how to best maximize your damage with your skills and the way you use them. That's a rotation. Means you basically use your starter, then you rotate through the same skills over and over again to maximize your damage more and more. And you go through a pattern and repeat the pattern. That sums up a rotation in my understanding of it.
Yeah, okay.
You know that?
Oh no. Where's my 2 buddy? Man.
I have 2, buddy.
It's not there anymore.
You probably have to re-download it. You might have to re-enable it.
You get text. I'm on text later. That's not me on text. Oh, no,
Even when transformed, but I am not finished yet.
I didn't plan this out, didn't.
Got him.
Oh, yeah. You got him?
I beat this last boss I was gonna do for my stream. I'm gonna ask my mom if she can take me to see a movie tonight.
Yeah.
I want to see Spider. I want to see. I'm not Spider-Man. I meant Sonic.
Oh yeah.
Sonic Man.
I want to check the hat. See, I can that guy. I don't know.
How about Spider Sonic?
I'm make a fan art of it probably for all of DeviantArt or something.
I think it's better than Sonic Shoe, honestly.
Yeah, you got trademark Marvel and Sega. Calls for a vet from Disney, just in case or Sony. I don't know.
How about I make a picture and then put both Marvel trademark on it and then Sega trademark it on at the same time. It's a joke. Probably get sued. But like, no, we're not. Neither of us are associated with this project, with this abomination.
Yeah, we got. You know what's weird? All games you want to play again, but not Steam anymore. But it's been stay on Steam on the other platform. What kind of games you want to play now, Don? Which you can play now?
I don't know.
I mean, come on, licensed games in general, like licensed games.
I don't know.
What about Transformers or Turn Off something?
Maybe. Hey, listen, I'm about to end my stream, okay? I've gone for 3 hours and 17 minutes. Hey, guys. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. This has been DonGamer211 of Twitch. Thank you for coming by. Check out my socials in the panels down below. Follow me if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. More Kingdom Hearts will be coming in the future, but I don't have a set date. Probably likely sometime next week. I just gotta test and make sure I can make it through the Olympus Coliseum's Hades Cup before I beat the final boss, and get the Winnie the Pooh world out of the way, and basically so I have it all down and finished. and I want to make sure I can do all that and have an adequate level. I'm not going to do any side bosses. I'm not going for the Platinum Cup, the Ice Titan, the Heartless in the Desert, the one at the Clock Tower, or the what's it called? The mysterious figure in Hollow Bastion, I think it's called. Because that's going to take up too much time and I won't be able to continue. It will split the video up in too much parts and I'll have to level grind a whole lot just to get to that point. And I just want to finish my playthrough of the main story. So, thank you for tuning in and have a very, very good night. See you tomorrow. Peace.